You know what you should have done, Russ? Since you're not making videos anymore, you could have gone through your last 6 years on YouTube and made a little montage of the growth of Rus Man.
I don't know, man. That's a lot of clips to get from a lot of videos that probably aren't worth watching again.
You're not making videos?
Yeah, I just made one. I made like a what if scenario with Hulk versus Doomsday. Kind of give my take on what that fight would be. I'm posting comic book unboxings. Simon's just not watching my videos.
I see.
I literally just commented on your most recent video.
Well, what do you mean? I'm not
your
making
most
videos,
recent comment is, you're not making videos anymore.
Yeah. I just not as often as I would like, but I got some more ideas and some more like unique videos I'm like working on doing, like what if versus series and stuff like that.
We're used to you having a video every day, mate. So
yeah, I can't do the everyday thing anymore, man.
Times have changed. You and Ray Man used to be the everyday guys, and now you're like once a week.
I was putting out too much garbage content for the dailies, man. Just like off the cuff crap videos.
You'd piss
me off. They were fun to make, but it was just like, what was the point?
Sometimes you'd see Russ have a video and it had a cool title. So I was like, oh, what's this about? And then you click on it and you notice, wait a sec, it only goes for a minute and his intro goes for at least like 45 seconds. What's going on, Tim?
What's up, Tim? So yeah, I didn't actually create a plan for what this was going to be. I just figured it'd be a hangout stream, so I didn't plan any activities. Just a 6-year celebration hangout stream.
How good would it be if he had activities and we just showed up, Bob, and he's like, all right, so we're going to do this now.
I'd be totally down with that. That happens that's like when Roger has a game show and nobody knows the rules. And then in the first 30 seconds behind the stage, he's like, backstage is like, okay, so the rules are you get 5 points for every 4 points you get and then 3 points for every 1 point you get. Let's go. And you're like, what? So that happens sometimes.
Yeah. I'm pretty much a no plan kind of guy. It's hard for me to sit down and come up with actual ideas.
I think that's fair. Best idea is always to have Simon on.
Yeah. What's up, David? Comics and Wrestling, Ranger Slot. Thanks for popping in, guys. Appreciate that, Ranger. Time flies. I can't believe it's been 6 years.
No, maybe. All right, I'm ready. I'm game planning right now. All right, Russ, take us back to 6 years ago when you came up with the awesome name Rus Man instead of Super Russ. Take us back to that time. What made you make the leap and go onto YouTube and make a video?
It's funny, man. I actually started more like 8 or 9 years ago.
Okay.
And I started with I started out in like this TV group where they just had like big different fandoms and stuff. And back then, YouTube had like communities that you could actually join in YouTube for TV shows and fandoms. And one of mine back then was Smallville. So I would all I knew how to do was make these crappy little slideshows instead of like action music and stuff. And I just named the channel Rusman 80 from that because I was a huge Superman fan, and the best I could come up with was Rusman instead of Superman.
How crazy!
So I would do these videos, these slideshows,
Superman fan, and he thought of Rusman before Super Russ.
Yeah, great ideas take time.
Yeah, because he wants to replace the super part, not the man part. He gets just the super part.
Yeah. But I did do slideshows for like a year, and I was going through like some financial stuff. What's up, James?
That's Russ. You've seen him before. It's his
Mrs. Bubs
anniversary. Do you want to say happy 6-year anniversary, Russ?
Happy 6-year anniversary, Russ.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. It flies by.
Yeah. Remember when he had that terrible haircut?
No.
No. Remember when he had that terrible goatee?
No.
All right. Remember when he was 75 pounds heavier?
Was it 75? I know he's lost a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting close.
Yeah. That was all last week. Yeah. Different haircut. Beard. 75. All right, you can go. I love you. All right, see you later.
Congrats, Ryan.
You're released.
Thanks.
There you go.
Unruly, what's up?
Unruly.
But yeah, I did that for about a year with the slideshow things, and then I just had to completely let the internet go for a while because I was like going through some struggles back then. And when I came back a couple years later, all those videos were like copyright claimed because of the music, because by then YouTube was cracking down on stuff. So I just deleted all those, and I started watching like collectibles and comic channels, and decided, why not throw up some collectible videos and just give it a try. So I started with Funko Pops, and I did that for about a year and a half and got burnt out and almost quit. And I happened across Matt, the boy who had 7, and started finding a lot more comic channels. So I figured, why not start posting my first love of comics, and just kind of evolved from there.
When you started doing the pop content, did you change the channel name to like Rus Man? Because isn't your thing like Rus Man Funko?
Yeah, after a little bit of doing the pop content, I changed it to Rus Man's Fun Collectibles.
Funko Collectibles. This guy.
Yeah, it was Funko and Collectibles, so it's Fun Collectibles.
This guy.
Yeah.
What a marketing genius.
Yeah.
What's better than
But
Fun Collectibles is actually not bad. I like that.
And yeah, but it wasn't too long after that I started getting really burnt out on the Funko content, and I decided to change it to RLM's Comics and Collectibles, and then it just went to Super Rus.
RLM.
After that, yeah, RLM is my initials.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never heard of that one.
It's Rus Lean and Mean.
Yeah, my middle name was Lee, so RLM.
What is it now?
It still is.
Oh, okay. He said it was Lee. All right.
Yeah. Yo, Comics on the Mind. What's going on, dude? Haven't seen you around a long time, dude. I hope you're going good, man.
Yeah.
Had a few people jump in, mate.
Brian LCS, what's going on, Brian? Whack Comics. Manny the Hobgoblin Collector. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I don't think I missed anybody.
Yep. Glitter just jumped in. Woo,
Glitter and Duct Tape. What's up? Appreciate that.
I miss those early days, man. Like when I first found you, Rus, like those guys, a lot like Matt, being around more.
It's weird. Matt popped up when I was just kind of like in between stuff, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. And I was doing I think I was playing Lego DC or Lego Marvel Superheroes. And Matt just popped in on a random stream and just started talking. And it was just like an instant friendship popped up.
I feel like I saw you first. I don't remember what channel you were featured on, but you were featured on somebody's like getting to know you type stream.
Sharon's maybe?
No, I wasn't subscribed to her before Rus. It must have. I feel like it was maybe Rod the Rican or.
Oh yeah, Rod. He did give me a shout out on one of his shout out Sundays.
No, it was an interview that you had with somebody. It might have been on Lindsay's Geeked Out Knickknacks.
Oh,
did she do one on you?
I don't think so.
It was somebody, and you were featured, and you did a little. This is my collection. This is what I collect. This is what I do, and it was all Funkos at that time. And I wasn't collecting Funkos, but I was like, this guy seems kind of cool, so I went ahead and subbed you up. And then you immediately stopped putting out content, like as soon as I subbed you up. And then you popped back up as a comic channel. I was like, that's perfect. I didn't really give a crap about Funkos anyway. So it worked out well.
I can't actually remember
what's going on, man.
I can't actually remember how I actually found your channel. Like it might have been through Sharon's, but I feel like I'd already just gotten to I just found you just before Sharon's, maybe. I can't actually remember.
It might have been
Actually,
might have been Metarog, because he gave me a couple shout outs.
it might have been Metarog, but it also might have been Grey Man. Because remember, Grey Man used to always shout out a random channel at the end of all his videos. So he was doing like 3-4 videos a day, and every video he'd ended with a shout out. That's how I discovered Remy Q. I found from Grey Man.
Johnny 5, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in.
But now Grey Man doesn't really do much either, does he?
He's on every Tuesday and Saturday.
He does
still doing the cover slingers thing.
I was on there just this past Saturday with a big win.
Oh, did you win the Between the Legs? Was it?
I actually, I actually caught that episode of Cover Slingers.
No, Matilda has it in for me, mate. I'm the only person that gets shit marks from her.
I got shit marks from her. She usually is, I think, pretty generous with everybody.
Exactly.
And sometimes, especially me. But this time, she never gave me. I think the highest grade I got from her was a 9, and I think I only got one of those.
I'm pretty sure last time I was on, I got like a 6, and I was like, "That's unheard of, Matilda."
6.
I was just like, "What are you talking?" And then at the end, like Grey Man was like, "Well, I'm sure it was worth waking up at 4 a.m. for this to get these 6s and 7s." I'm done. No more appearances for me.
Usually when I win, they tell me I can't come back for like a month, so that's okay. I'll be on hiatus.
When I was on, I made the mistake of pulling out some yellow covers. I didn't realize how much hate for yellow covers Matilda had.
Yeah, most people love them.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Night Tiger, what's going on, bro?
I did win once on Cover Slingers. They invited me on specifically for the Kiss cover one, and I did win that as I was expected to. So
they invited me on specifically for the boobs covers, and I lost. And I was like, man. I don't even know how. Just bad judging. That's all I know.
Fanboy Prime, what's going on, bro?
I remember they did an episode where it was like bring your worst comics. So like the worse the score was, the better. So she just started handing out 1s and 2s.
Oh wow.
Grey Man was just like, you never would do this if it was like the other way around. She's like, yeah, that's funny.
I think I've only been on like twice, but that show's a blast.
It's a lot of fun.
Less stressful than Comic Gories, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a little more relaxed and laid back.
Yeah, you get to pick out the books beforehand.
Yeah.
Comic Gories is fun, but man, that was stressful.
It's way more challenging. Yeah.
I only did one of those exhibition ones for Comic Gories, but man, I literally brought my entire collection and had it all out here. I was like in a circle of boxes, and I'm just thinking now I couldn't do that now because I've probably gained about 12 boxes since then.
I did that the second time I was on. The first time I was on, I made the mistake of leaving everything
the first
over
time
here.
You're on, you streamed from like 3 houses down the block from your comic collection.
Terrible.
Now Bubbles was on that. Because remember I did that.
Which one?
You were on that.
Oh yeah, where he disappeared.
And like it was like 3 minutes later, he grabs the book. He's like, and they're like, and you guys are just waiting.
Yeah, it was against me. It was me and him.
I didn't realize how fast 30 seconds went by.
Yeah, but it was also like they were like ready, set, go, and everyone gets up and bolts off. And Russ was sitting there casually.
I spaced out. It took me like an extra 5 seconds to realize what was happening.
That was bad.
Dude, that sucks. Jury duty is always a bummer.
Oh, good.
I've never been called for that. Apparently, everyone reckons you get called for it at least once in your life.
Yeah. I've been called for it twice, and both times they told me they didn't need me. So, lucked out. So I guess this is the awkward silence portion of the stream.
It's your channel. I thought that might be what you wanted.
Yo, Shop, what's going on?
It's my job to keep it running, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh man, I hate that.
Russ, Well, we took
Larry. What's up, man?
We took us back to the beginning. Now, tell us, what are some of your most memorable YouTube moments over the 6 years?
Oh God, man. So some of the funnest like stuff are like, I guess it's pretty stupid now, but I would do like these Funko reviews back when I first started. There's like 1 or 2 minute videos, and I would do just like the stupidest stuff in the intro, like speed it up so it looks like I'm in super speed or something, and run into a door.
I run into a door.
Yeah, just it's crazy stuff, man.
I feel like we need to find this.
Puff Comics, what's going on, bro?
You're one of the first adult males that I knew that did TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah, I did some pretty wild.
The only
TikTok
adult
stuff.
male that I know that ever done TikTok.
I did a TikTok video the other day that got 50,000 views.
Oh God,
that's almost.
I've never hit those levels. I think the most TikTok I got was a couple hundred.
Did you see? The one where I've been drinking the weird flavored milks?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So the most recent one I did, because like the first one got like, I don't know, 600-700 views, and then the second one got like 200 views, and this one just randomly, like after like a couple of hours of posting it, I looked at it, had 2,000 views. I was like, okay. And the next morning, Sarah's like, "Did you see how many views you got?" It jumped up 20,000 views after that. Wow. And then by like, I don't open TikTok all that often, but then I opened it up a couple of days later and it was like 50,000 views.
It's crazy what'll take off, man. Like Instagram. I did a just an off the cuff video where I was on the toilet, and that crap got 13,000 views. It's like that would be the video that did stupid views. Like I can't get luck like that on YouTube, but Instagram I post the stupidest thing and it just takes off.
You should do a new series called Super Shit 9000.
Yeah. You can blend it all together with reviews while sitting on the you got this.
I'm on your channel at the moment. I'm trying to go all the way back to the beginning, but it takes like 5 minutes to scroll through 1 year of Rus videos. Because there's so many.
Yeah, 6 years, man.
Almost. I remember the Gray Man used to like, he'd post a video and I'd want to watch it, right? But I'd miss it. And then 2 days after it got posted, I'm like, oh, I want to watch that video. So I'd go to his channel and it'd take like ages to find a video that was like from 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This is, man, Rus, Jesus Christ.
Seeking Superman, what's up? Do what, bro?
I'm going to find an old video of yours and we're going to watch it. I reckon that's a good idea.
Oh, God. I know when I first started, I was just behind the camera. I didn't have a tripod, so I was like holding the phone with this hand, trying to unbox stuff with the other one, fumbling stuff around. I was on for like 6 or 7 months before I got the courage to actually be in front of the camera.
I'm trying to find one where you said you do funny stuff, but how can I tell? All of these, you're just holding up pops.
I should have like a playlist of like the Funko Pop reviews.
I'm down to the very beginning of your channel.
Stupid entrances and stuff. And that was about maybe a year into it, maybe. I can't remember.
But I'm just trying to find a short one that we can check out.
You caught some of my craziest moments in the intro to Simply Superman when I was like threw the short box up in the air and tried to make it look like I was like catching it because it appeared and I accidentally dropped it.
Yes.
I think the clip of me accidentally cutting my ceiling tile with a sword when I was trying to do some Highlander moves, it might be in there.
All right. I'm going to choose.
What's up, Kenneth? Thanks for popping in.
Here's a 2-minute video. I reckon we could handle a 2-minute video from Rus.
I don't know. It seems like a long time.
I don't know, man. I remember I did one with a Scottish accent. And I think that was the video that Gray Man found me on. And I think his comment was something like, "Don't ever do that again." I'm pretty sure that's how Gray Man first found me.
I'm trying to find something where I can, like, where you try to be funny though, but it's hard to tell because you're just like showing.
Yeah, I didn't know how to do thumbnails back then, but I was just figuring out how to edit.
I deleted my first video because it was so cringe.
Did you really?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't. I kept it there for the longest time, and then I interviewed some of my friends who have this gaming YouTube channel, and I talked about their first video, and I was like saying, because they've got like a really professional sort of look to their videos, and I was like, your first ever video, you looked a little bit nervous, but then after that, it was everything good, and he was like, don't talk to me about shit videos. I went back and watched your first video, and I was like, oh shit. So I deleted it after that. All right, Funko Pop Chase, 13 views from 5 years ago. All right, let's get a 14th view on this, I reckon. Give me
Yeah, my early stuff didn't get very much.
Hang on. Let me oh, Rusty, look at you.
Oh god.
Hang on, how do I do this? Share screen.
Oh, quick announcement. While I have so many people in here, because I don't think I've ever had 14 people in at one time before, for whatever reason, I decided to start Patreon and give that a try again. If anybody wants to do a Patreon, it's in the link below.
Did you ever reapply for the YouTube thing?
No, I decided not to bother with that because like the amount of views I get is just not worth the pennies.
Like most of
plus you'd have to like fill out a tax thing, and it said something about send taxes in, and I'm like, do I really want to fill out a bunch of forms for 50 cents?
But you don't really make money from your videos. You more make money from like super chats and things like that.
Yeah, but I just don't want to worry with the. I tried Patreon about a year ago, and Comics with Murdoch, he was the only one that did it, so I decided to just stop it. I think last October, but I decided to give it another try.
Have you got anybody signed up yet?
No, it's only been a couple days though.
Yeah, but do you have anything there to offer the people?
Not yet. I'm gonna wait till if I get a couple, like 1 or 2 people, I'll start like doing stuff over there.
Because I started setting up channel membership, but I don't know when I'm going to launch it. But I just looked into it all because I was going to ages ago, like this is way back. I was like, I might do a Patreon one day. But
the thing I like about Patreon is if somebody does do it over there, I think Patreon only takes like 8%, and the rest goes to the creator, whereas YouTube takes like 40%.
But
so,
YouTube deserves 40%.
For what?
For what? For this?
For making it hard on everybody?
For this?
Yeah, I get it. I'm on Bub's side. Like at the end of the day,
yeah. Well, I mean, the friendships and the connections through YouTube is awesome.
Oh no, it's okay. If you don't think I'm worth 40% of the $5 you expect to make on
no, I'm saying like
I understand. No, that's fine. That's fine.
That's not what I meant. I meant like YouTube as a corporate entity, because they make it hard on people to get monetized.
Well, I don't think you
like if I ever get to a point to where I'm getting like 1,000 views on a video and it's actually worth monetizing, I might do it.
Mate, you know how much 1,000 views on a video gets you? A couple dollars, maybe, if you're lucky.
Really?
$1.26. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So my 20 to 50 views wouldn't be worth it.
But I'm just saying, so right now, so when I first got monetized, it was great because people were like, hey, congrats, super chat. And then so you build up a little bit, but then as time goes on, people don't super chat anymore. So you just rely on those videos, and those videos don't make you nothing, mate. I think I'm down to right now. It says my estimated for the last month was $10. I've had 2 payments so far though. But like, it's much easier, Russ, for people just to go, oh, look, I'm just going to click the super chat button and donate something now.
What's up aggressively?
Going to Patreon and clicking on a link and, all that sort of stuff. So I just find
if it don't work out, it don't work out. It's no big deal. I said in the announced video, like, I don't really care. It's just there as a thing if somebody wants to. It's not something I'm ever actually going to promote. I never mention it in my regular videos.
Simon, we're going about this all wrong. Russ is the one that's been here for 6 years. Tell us what we're doing wrong, Russ. Give us some words of
I don't know.
Advice for
you
our
guys
channel.
You guys would do way better than I do.
All right.
You got to
let us know.
I got
you're
like-
a veteran.
It's like I always just feel like my content is crappy no matter what I put out. You
I
know,
feel that way too, but you still get views.
it's like there's like that's just because I've got friends that actually watch it.
There you go.
All right.
But it's like I've only probably got like 2 or 3 videos on my whole channel that I've actually been proud of making, that I actually put some effort and work into.
Are you talking about the the character spotlight things you did?
Yeah, and the retro stuff for the video games, those were just fun to make.
And a lot of the channels I watch, like the bigger channels, not comic books, but like other stuff, they just literally narrate a video. They'll just
That's like I like doing that with those origin videos and video games stuff. Just narrating and showing like some gameplay footage or some photos. Like that's what I did with the Incredible Hulk versus Doomsday thing I put out recently. I just found some pictures and I put my narration over it and gave my take on what I think would happen in the fight. And it was pretty fun to make.
Do you know your exact, like, how do you find out the exact day or whatever that you posted your first video?
You'd have to go back to it and check.
Yeah, when I clicked on it, it said, I'm pretty sure the date was August 14th, 2017. That's usually like right under the first video.
My first video
right
was like
under the
January,
videos.
January 30 or January 31 is my anniversary.
But you know, like the little about section on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I hit a milestone, I like put it in there in the about section.
Okay.
Pun Perfector, what's going on, Rob? Southern Comic Geek, thanks for popping in, guys.
All right, Russ, I've got a screen down the bottom you can share if you want to.
Oh no!
Look at this. Get ready, Bob. Get ready.
Oh God, what's it gonna be?
Russ, man.
Did it work?
That's what I was talking about.
That's an old one.
Look at
I had the
this.
Taken poster, the sword still on the wall.
What is that? Is that
I
like
didn't even have my
knives?
comic wall yet.
Couple of hatchets and knives behind him.
Yeah, there's a couple knives, and because I was still kind of into knife and sword collecting.
All right, you all ready for this? This is Russ Man. This video was posted 5 years ago, and this is the 14th view it's about to get. Let's do this.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? Rus Man here with a quick video.
I was so nervous, man.
Looking today,
Oops, sorry.
trying to find either the one of the Stan Lee pops or the new Thanos exclusive from Infinity War. Couldn't find either of those.
SDA, what's up, man?
But
I reckon that
taking
version of
quick
Russ will beat the
videos,
shit out of
I
you
looked
right
at
now,
the
Russ.
shelf.
He looks strong, man.
Right
This
on
looks like
the
a
front
strong
row.
Russ.
2 chase pops. Couldn't believe it, man. First time I've ever seen a chase at Walmart.
Wait, is that-
K-pop, what's going on?
Now these are
Okay.
the Funtime Freddy pops.
Is
or
that
Five Nights
Five
at Freddy's
Nights at Freddy? I
pops.
didn't know you
Yeah.
knew.
I don't, but I got them and I used them in a giveaway later on.
Never played the game.
And their chases, mate. Now
Yeah.
they're probably worth like
these are some pretty
$500.
cool looking pops.
Probably not. I doubt it.
The reason I'm
You still
Five
have
Nights
them?
at Freddy's like
No,
massive.
no, I used those. I used those for a giveaway. My my first giveaway was the 100 subscriber giveaway, and those were 2 of the prizes.
Don't really know what they're worth. I haven't looked up their
So this
value.
is you hyping them up in anticipation of that?
I can't
Yeah.
imagine
Like
they're
that way
worth
people
a
are like,
lot
yeah, I'm going to get those 2 chases.
since they were just sitting there and nobody grabbed them. But I'm going to put them up for trade.
I think I was only like 64 subs back then, so I was getting closer.
Since it came out, the
That didn't
Walmart
take
you that
exclusive,
long, did it?
Suicide Squad pop of
Because I'm
Harley
looking
there a
at
movie
your
coming
videos
out?
and-
Harleen Quinzel.
A Five Nights at Freddy movie coming out, isn't there?
Both of these
Yeah,
Oh,
I know,
really?
that's what I'm saying. Five Nights at Freddy's like a big thing. Like Cade started doing Five Nights at Freddy videos, and now he's up to like 20,000.
Yeah, he's like ridiculous, but his channel blew up. What's up, Chop?
What's going on, Chop?
From Target. Any one of those pops.
We're just watching Russ Man
Looking
funk
back on
collectibles.
the past. a much wider version of me.
Yeah, but look, you look so strong, Russ. You look like you can lift the bloody car above your head.
That's just because I'm wearing a Hulk shirt. I've still got that shirt.
All right, we're done.
But
well done.
Russ, man.
Just a second ago, I saw it pop up to 21 viewers. I think that is a record for my channel. It's pretty cool.
All right.
Man, I almost want to find that video where I first found you, Russ. That very...
Oh, the depression video?
The down and out Russ that we all got to know.
Yeah, maybe I've been a little too open sometimes in my videos and too.
I think that was back when I used
shared
to
a little too much
and thumb them down and everything. I probably give my thumbs down on that one. Let me go back. Let me see if I can find it, and then I'll make sure if I have a thumbs down, I'll reverse it.
Yeah.
Hey, thumbs downs help as well, mate.
At that time, I thought they did, but now I realize they're kind of mean. I mean, not just now. I've known it for a year or two, but it was shortly after issuing several thumbs downs throughout the then community. Yeah.
Oh man, I remember, man. Oh man, how about this? Russ had a feud a few years ago. Remember that?
Oh
he constantly has feuds. He's constantly blocking people.
Yeah, but he had like a big feud. It was like
I don't want to bring up that stuff. That got pretty crazy.
Yeah. I went on to that guy's videos and was like, a few. Yeah. That were the days. Yeah, so that
appreciate that, Chop.
I remember Russ, didn't you do a video as well about the whole I'm gonna quit YouTube because when Copa came in, I was like, Russ,
I couldn't even remember what it was called, but they had everybody thinking they were gonna like deal out huge fines to people's channels, and I was scared, man.
Quit. A lot of people, a lot of my favorite channels quit then and never came back.
Yeah, a couple channels I really enjoyed quit then and didn't come back.
Yep.
But yeah, that had me kind of scared, man, because I was barely scraping by then, and I definitely couldn't afford no fine for something stupid because I show like collectibles.
Yeah, I remember big channels were doing all those videos.
What's up, Gore?
Man, you hardly ever wear a ball cap anymore. You look pretty good in a ball cap.
Yeah, well, I recently got a haircut, so I haven't been wearing it as much.
You could do the thing.
That was just days where I would jump up and not feel like combing my hair, so I would just throw the hat on.
You should wear the hat, and at the end you do the cap flip.
Oh yeah, flip about.
Yeah. I need a new one. I've had this one for like 5 or 6 years now, and it's super wore out.
Oh, it's old as the channel.
Yeah.
Hang on a sec. So your comic wall came into... Okay, so you started doing Funkos and comics, right, Russ?
Yeah, well, I was just Funkos at the start. And then it was maybe 2 years in, I started doing like some gameplay stuff and then comics.
Yeah, I'm about 4 years ago, I'm looking at a bunch of gameplay all of a sudden. It really has morphed quite a bit.
But while you were doing your Funko videos, like for example, that background we just saw before with the holsters on the bloody wall.
Yeah.
Not long after that, you had the wall of comics, but you didn't think to do comic content, even though you were into comics.
No, well, when I put the wall up, I think I did start doing comic content then. I think I might have still been doing a little Funko.
No, you did Funkos for ages until you. Oh, hang on. There's Ollie's haul. Oh, your first comic haul got 140 views.
Oh, really?
Oh, I think that's it. Says
pretty
Ollie's
cool.
haul, and it looks like a comic that's in your hand.
Yeah. I used to buy mystery bags there all the time.
But then you kept doing pops.
It's a mystery babe.
Yeah, you kept doing pops for ages, and then every now and then you got a comic video.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It was I don't know, man. Pops were just like addictive for a while, and I just got real tired of them.
Yeah, I used to do pop videos. I think I didn't do that many though. Like I used to call them just Funko Pop haul, and I think I got up to maybe 8 of them, but they were always pretty decent sized haul. What's going on, John?
Well,
Yo,
you've got
John, what's going on, man?
3 videos over 1,000 views. You've got the Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Infinite Materials, and Money Farm.
Oh yeah,
That's got 16,000 views.
That jumped up there.
Is that a short or is that a video? Just regular.
No, that's a video.
Like a 6-minute video on Assassin's Creed.
16,000 views. That's more than any of my videos.
Well, that's just because it was like for a glitch in the game where you could get infinite money and materials. About a year ago, I think I posted that.
Superman collection videoed as well.
He's got a homemade Yoo-hoo in 2 easy steps. Hashtag life hacks.
That video got
that's got over 5,000 views.
But when did that get made?
8 months ago.
Yeah, it's been a little while. It's been a while.
The other day I got a notification that someone replied to a comment that I said on that video.
Yeah, it's still getting comments.
They were saying, this does not taste like Yoo-hoo. And I was like, oh my God, someone tried it.
I can't believe people didn't. Yeah, it's amazing that people don't get that that's like a joke. It just kind of goes over people's head and they think I'm serious.
Just mixed chocolate syrup with water.
Surprisingly, it didn't taste horrible, but obviously it's not going to taste like a Yoo-hoo.
So let me tell you, when I was a kid, my mom, who, whatever, she kept me alive as long as she needed to, so she must have known something, right? Yeah. But when I was a kid, if I was sick or something, she like had a stomach ache or something like that, she wouldn't let me have chocolate milk because she thought that the milk, if you have a fever or something, the milk's bad for you. It'll curdle in your stomach. Who knows? She wouldn't let me have chocolate milk, but she would make me chocolate water. And she would make a cup of water, and it tasted terrible. Like I would sip a couple of sips and be like, that is not chocolate milk. She's like, well, that's all you can have. I'm like, no, I don't want it.
Oh man.
It was terrible. But she used to make those for me way back in the day.
Sorry if the video brought up traumatic memories.
Oh man. Now, my mom's the type that if I told her that today, she'd be like, that never happened.
Yeah.
Every time I have something traumatic that I went through, I tell her, she's like, nope, that never happened. That's not the way I remember it. I'm like, all right, fine. Milk will increase your mucus. What do I care about my mucus? What's the ruckus with my mucus? Oh, mucus. Oh, yeah.
What's one of the best things you've cooked? I remember, you know what? Russ did one video which I was kind of impressed with his cooking.
Just one?
I think he might have done 2, maybe.
First, I think I've only done 2 legitimate cooking videos, and the rest was just like me putting frozen stuff.
You made like some cheap ass pizza, but the way you did it, I was like, how did you do it again? Was it just a wrap that you put?
Yeah, it was like a breakfast pizza.
Was it egg?
And I beat up some eggs in a cup. I put them in the pan to make it omelet style. I threw in some pepperonis and some shredded cheese and put a tortilla on top, and then flipped it, and it was like a breakfast pizza.
But one thing I actually did learn from cooking with Russ, right? So when Russ made, I don't know if it was chili or something you made, but you cooked mince or burger meat, whatever you guys call it. We call it mince. And afterwards you put it on like a paper towel, right?
Yeah, to drain the grease off.
Yeah, right. And I was like, I never do that. And I started doing it after that because you were like, dude, you're gonna have a heart attack one day. Yeah. I should probably start doing that. Yeah. That's why my spaghetti bolognese and everything's always so oily.
Yeah. But yeah, it was like a 20% fat, man. So if I didn't drain the grease off, it would just be floating.
Did you want me to drop a link to the stream in the chat or anything, Russ?
Oh yeah, you can throw the link in if anybody wants to hop on and join. Yeah. I can't from the phone here.
His entire Superman collection 4 years ago. That's a big deal. I mean,
that was like
Superman now. You should do an update.
Yeah, I have. I've done. I did them live going through the comic collection.
It wasn't as successful, was it, Russ?
Yeah, nah. But that was like the first video I ever did that continuously got views over the years and kept going. Yeah. I still like get like notifications where it says like this video got 29 views last month or whatever.
I'm starting
So I'm
to
gonna
get
drop the link in the chat if anybody wants to hop on the stream with us.
Yeah, I'll hop on. I got a minute.
I was gonna say, yeah, I remember I had the one video, which was my Red Hood cosplay video. That was the one video that kind of just would get views every day and just built up to like a decent viewing size. But now I've got like a ton of them. So all my con videos now are really sort of catching on down here. So every time there's a con coming up, people will start watching that con video that I did from the previous year and things like that. But all my con videos are on a pretty regular rotation now for people watching, which is good.
Signature King, what's going on, Tony Fett?
That's how Fanboy found you, was the Superman video.
Seeking Superman too said that's how he found me.
That's a better way to find you than the way I found you, mate. Because the way I found you, it could have been hit or miss. You know, some people would have taken it. Some people would have been like, "Nah,
Yeah.
I don't want to know this guy."
It was just, I don't know, man. It's like sometimes I'll film stuff and I won't post it. I just said, "Crap, I'll post it, whatever."
That's tough. No,
I just needed an outlet to vent.
Yeah, I'll give you that, mate. It's very brave to post some of those things because I've had videos that I haven't posted.
Yeah,
But
I've got a few that I never posted either. But it just kind of made me feel a little bit better to vent and get it out, even though I didn't post it.
And I guess that's good too, to have a place if you can vent on your YouTube. Why not? Did you ever release a video that you deleted?
Yes. Yeah,
I did too.
Not many, maybe only 3 that
Is it, but because you didn't like the video, or is it because of things said in the video?
Because of things said. In one video I said a little too much, I think, in my early days. And I quickly deleted it before anybody saw it. Because I was watching it back and I was like, I shouldn't have said that. So I just quickly pulled. Luckily back then only 2 people watched my channel and nobody had saw it yet.
I deleted 2 videos, both comic shop related, both LCS related. So there was an LCS in my area that closed a long, long time ago now. In fact, they closed 2 or 3 times before they finally left the area, moved away. And this little girl started working at the comic shop, and she was just, I guess it was her, I don't know if it was her first day that I met her, or whatever, but you know, they were going to bag and board the books for you. And she just knew nothing about anything about comics. And it's not like I was trying to test her. It's just like she was grabbing the books and like bending them and folding them up to get them into the bag. And she stuffed the bag in the comic book in first, and then tried to shove the board in behind it and put it in backwards, and had to take it out and do it all over again. And I was like, this is a travesty, you know? Yeah. So I kind of had a little rant in my haul from the books that I picked up there. And I was like, and they got some new girl. She was terrible. Oh my God, you know? And I was freaking out. And then I felt bad because over time I got to know her, and she was a nice girl, and she did better, you know, and in the coming years she got better at it. So I felt bad. So I took the video down. And then another time I had done a positive review of an LCS that's still in operation. And then they were kind of hateful to me after a bad experience I had there. And I, you know, did a video, not just on that, but on the whole experience. And then they called me out on it, and they were like, "Hey, no, you know, I can't believe you said this." I said, "Everything I said was true. Tell me one thing I said that wasn't true." "Well, still, you shouldn't have said it." I was like, "All right, fine." So then I went back and took down the video where I said how good the comic shop was. So I took that down. I was like, well, if you don't want the bad video, you can't have the good video. So
yeah,
that was the only 2 videos.
That's crazy.
What dancing video is this? Maybe we need to find that.
I don't even remember dancing in a video.
That's scary.
It's probably one of your TikTok compilations.
Oh yeah, it probably was.
Oh man, the first Cooking with Russ was ages ago.
Yeah. I remember you got mad at me because I put the round pizza in a square pan.
Is that what it was? The first one?
I don't remember if that was the first one or not.
It's just called Cooking with Russ. Hang on, let me. Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I don't even remember now. Surf Blue, what's going on, man? And Ben Compton, thanks for dropping in, guys.
Well, you
Oh
should
God,
probably
what'd
watch
you
this
find?
one. I don't know. You had a little bit more spark in this video. Hang on a sec. I need to. Let's try this again.
Oh
shares.
man.
See, the thing with you, Russ, was I found you obviously with that super depressing video where you were just like, everyone's against me. And then as I watched your videos every day, I learned that you're actually a very funny guy as well.
Oh, that's right. I was doing the dailies back then, wasn't I?
Yeah, that's when you started. You were like, the first video
started
was like,
doing
hey,
the daily
man.
videos.
It was like, hey, man, everyone hates me. So rather than just appearing in February, I'm going to do a video every day because you hated February.
Yeah, that's right. I did it in February when I started because that was like
and I was like, I'll go on the journey with this dude. And then yeah, I found that you did some pretty funny videos, but I don't think I've seen this one. This is the very first Cooking with Russ. If you want to share the screen there, but this intro straight into the video was pretty classic.
I don't remember doing an intro for any of those.
Not an intro, but just the way you entered the screen. It was like, whoa, bit of flair there, Russ. All right, you ready for this, guys? This is the first episode of Cooking with Russ. It only goes for 2 minutes, so I'm sure it's not too long.
What's up, guys? Russ here, and today I'm going to make a homemade pizza.
That's terrible.
You guys are about to see some serious cooking skills.
Oh man!
Oh, I was Russman's Fun Collectibles then.
Okay, first we get started with the main ingredient, the pizza. Pay attention, guys. This is tricky. First thing you got to do is open up this box.
How many views does this have?
And then there's another step.
I'll find out in a bit.
Probably not many.
Always remove the plastic.
I think it was 24, maybe 27.
More than it deserved.
Boom! You reveal the pizza itself.
That looks bad.
Today
What's on?
will be a supreme.
Is there pineapple on that?
No, that's just a supreme.
You put the pizza on the pan.
I had a round pan back then.
You should have put some like baking paper or something in the tray.
The oven. You put the pizza in the oven. Close that thing up. And the final step, you turn it on. I like to go with 350. At around 32.
Ooh, my oven doesn't have
minutes.
that. I don't think I've ever had an oven with a timer.
I might as well go with 35 since I did.
That timer saved me from burning a lot of stuff.
You guys should most definitely always preheat. Oh, the anticipation, guys. About to see the finished product.
Confidence in Russ now? He's had the YouTube channel for like, almost 2 years.
Stop that.
He's just like killing it.
All right, guys, let's get this thing out. Remember,
Yeah, he
safety
did
first in the kitchen.
all.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
I think he switched them.
Absolute.
It's a different pizza. He burned the first two.
All right, guys. I'm going to eat this thing and go to bed. I will
Pat his stomach, lay down.
He's gonna eat that thing and then go to bed. Oh man. You shouldn't go to bed after eating a full pizza, mate.
Well, man, back then I didn't care about my weight. I'm pretty sure that's when I was rocking 300 pounds.
That was good. You've done that same video like 5 times, though.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I've done it with lasagna. I've done it with hot pockets, but only 2 of them I think were actual, where I cooked an actual real meal.
I want to do a cooking video. I want to cook. I was going to cook my chili recipe for the world.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It's a lot more involved than what Russ just did. But
Yeah.
We don't know that.
If your cooking video is longer than 2 minutes, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Perry?
My first idea for a YouTube channel was a cooking channel, which is funny because probably if I kept at it, it'd probably be big by now because it was going to be called like Stoner Cooks or something. I was just thinking to get high and then like cook the dumbest stuff. But the problem with your eating videos, Russ, is what you didn't do enough of, or I don't know if you've ever done it, but you need to eat the food and be like, oh, yeah, that's they hit the spot right there.
I did that in the later ones. I did some taste test stuff. I did a 60-second one for TikTok that I think I ended up putting on YouTube somewhere.
I think your TikTok was one of the things that made me discover that you were kind of a. Actually, when Bubs did his giveaway, so long ago now.
I
when did I ever do a giveaway?
You did that one giveaway, and that was before me and you really spoke. I kind of just I watched your videos and then and I was this close to winning. It was like because remember you had to find a book, recommend a book to Bubs in a video that started with the letter Q.
Yeah, that's right.
I had the question Black Label book, and that book actually won, but apparently someone else posted their video like a day before me or something.
Yeah,
and
that's
Bubs
true.
Just scrape by this much, bro.
I still have that. I still have that run of the question, the Black Label question.
I still haven't read it.
Yeah, I've read the first 2 issues and then I gave up. But I still have.
It was only 2 issues, wasn't it?
No, it's like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Maybe 3. I don't know. I got them all though.
The only book I had then that started with Q was Queen Sonia, and I just had that one issue.
That video is funny.
The good one. Video. Both of you did funny videos for that.
Did I? I think.
Well, back then you were just generally more funny than you are now.
Yeah.
Like you did more edits and there was more magic going on. And you spin around the chair and then show up, and
that's true.
There was a lot more of that like production going on. Now it's just like, hey guys, what I got. Sarah's not here today. She's not feeling real well, so I'm going to show her books. And you hear in the background her correcting you. That's a Frizen variant. 1 in 15. All right, 1 in 15. I thought she wasn't feeling well. She's in the other room. She doesn't want to come
on. Yes, I did do.
Hey, Roger, what's going on? Thanks, brother.
What's going on, Roger? Back when Roger did no face videos, that were the days. I mean, not because you couldn't see him, but just I always had this wonder of what he looked like. There was mystery around Roger back then.
Yeah.
I miss the mystery too. He's got spotlight videos. Look at you. Used to shout out the community and everything. Here's a Simple Simon shout out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
That must have been when I was doing the daily videos.
Look, and it's inappropriate for some users, it says.
Oh, yeah. I think that was close to the time when I came back, and I just marked all my videos as 18 and over because of that COPA thing.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I remember you shouted me out during your daily videos because that was sometimes just all you could do for a video.
Yeah.
And I just sort of started commenting. So I was commenting on your videos like every day.
I put it in the chat, Simon, so you could load it up so I don't have to.
Okay. What is it?
It's your shout out. It's Russ's shout out to you.
Oh, yeah. All right, hang on.
I hope I was nice in it, and I don't remember.
Man,
it got 4 views, so we can be number 5.
Dang, it only got 4 views.
No, I'm sure it got more than that.
It was 46 views. Thank you, mate.
46. Okay. Even better.
Simple shout out. All right, I got it there.
I can't remember if I showed anything or if that was just a shout out.
No, you would have just. This would have been literally when I first probably discovered you, I reckon.
Oh, I still had the TikTok version of the Super Russ entrance.
It looks like if it was 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that your one tie, Russ?
Yeah.
Russ here for day 19 of my video a day series for February. And I may or may not have taken an 8-hour nap today and completely missed New Comic Book Day and have nothing to show. So let's get right into the shout out. All right, today's shout out is Simple Simon. And this is
look how skinny I was in those videos.
You look great. Look how trim.
On another one of my shout outs from earlier in the week, Life with Two YouTubers. And this guy has an absolutely amazing channel.
This guy.
He does some awesome hauls. He does interviews.
I forgot your name.
Oh, look at my views. I've got 20 views on all those videos. Look at that.
Movie reviews. All kind of awesome stuff. Definitely recommend this channel. This guy, he's super friendly. He's funny. He does awesome cosplays while he's doing his videos. Anything from Red Hood to Ash Ketchum. Definitely recommend this channel. And as always with these shout outs, his channel link will be listed below. Go over there, drop him a sub. Guarantee you will be entertained.
Guaranteed.
Guarantee.
All right, guys, that'll do it for day 19. Tune in tomorrow for day 20. I'll see you guys then. Peace, everybody. Have a great night.
What's up, Chaos?
Wow. Congratulations. And from there, you became who you are today, Simon.
That's right. Yeah. I was so Chaos. I've been thinking for a long time now. I was going to do a create a second channel so I could start doing MMA videos again. Just the more I did it, the less views it got, because I think it's too niche to mix up with everything else I do. Like, it's fine to do a video that's not comic book related, but I feel like that's a very specific genre and it doesn't really mix. So that's why I stopped doing them. And the last one I did got 20 views.
You should do it like how JoJo does hers now, where she'll just set up the live stream and like watch the fights and kind of talk about the fights and do reactions.
Me and Bubs discussed doing that, but I wonder if the live feed would be like just slightly off. So I don't know if that would work. You know, live feeds aren't always.
There might be a few second delay.
Me watching, him watching. We wouldn't be right on. I wouldn't.
Matt's here. Hi, Matt.
Jerry the Jitterbug, what's going on, man?
And Matt's here.
Oh, did he pop in? I didn't see him. Yo, what's going on, Matt? The man that introduced me to the comic book community.
Who introduced you, Bubs?
Well, it's not Matt's fault like it is for us. No one. I introduced myself.
He invited himself.
I did. I invited myself into the community. Somebody had a 100 subscriber video contest. And I said, dang it, I'm going to make a video. I'd never made one before, so I jumped on the scene.
I found you, Bub, through Comic Gories, and it was like the best thing I'd ever watched ever. It was you, Lady Fantastic. I can't remember the other two, but you and Lady Fantastic. Oh, man, it was so good. Like, that's how I found you.
You have a lot of fun.
Comic Gories was such a fun show, man.
Yeah. I've actually missed. Well, I haven't done it for a while, but I think I've missed the last few. Actually,
it's been a while since they've done an episode.
Yeah.
RB3, I remember RB3. There's so many YouTubers that aren't around anymore. Yeah, and I'm not even talking about people who only make sporadic content. I'm talking about people who are just gone. Now, this is the name I'll throw out. Yeah. Simon won't even know this guy probably, but Matt will. You guys remember Don the Doctor?
Oh, that sounds very familiar.
He used to win every giveaway. He was like the Las Cruces of the day. Like he entered every single giveaway and he won like almost all of them. It was ridiculous. And he was a Doctor Who fan. Yeah, and then he just disappeared one day. Just poof. He was gone. Nobody knew where he went. Nobody that I know.
There was a channel, I can't remember his name now, but I don't think he did. I think he did no face videos, but he was doing this giveaway, right? And this was the last you ever heard of him. He was doing this giveaway, and he had a bunch of books he was going to give away. But what he was saying was, as time kept going, he was going to send a short box to someone, right? And he had some sick books in there. And then all of a sudden, it just never made a video again. And I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
I want to win that short box.
Glitter and duct tape through the hunt. I haven't been on the hunt in years. I need a new character if I go on the hunt. And not an original one, because I got tired of taking all the flack for having an original character. You got to do just a good impression of somebody, or even a bad impression.
Who are you?
And you
an original character for the hunt?
Huh?
Yeah, you're supposed to be like a wrestler, aren't you?
Yeah, but that was back in the day. Like that was when the hunt was fairly new. Like there had only been a few. It had been like maybe 10 episodes before I joined in. So now there's been tons, you know. Gamer Comic Content Club.
Perry was
not hardly.
Perry was my gateway into the community because he used to do his lurking stuff, and then he found my channel randomly, and that's how I kind of discovered everything. Everything else kind of started from there because I started watching his thing, but then a week after that, Rod shouted me out of nowhere. He contacted me. He's like, "Hey man, I'm gonna shout out your channel." I was like, "Okay." And yeah, so that was where it started for me, Perry and Rod.
Yeah, I found a lot of channels through Metarog used to do that weekly contest roundup thing. I found a lot of channels through that.
And that was when Silver Age Dave used to do it, and then he quit doing it. He went on vacation for a minute, gave it to Roger to keep it going, and then when he came back, Roger was like, "Okay, you ready to take this back?" He was like, "No, you're doing a great job with it." And then Roger was stuck with it for a freaking year, 2 years or something. He was still doing
he did it for a long time. Yeah,
a long time. I think in the end he ended up doing it longer than Silver did.
Yeah,
I think Silver had only done it for a while, but that's hilarious. Oh well.
Hey, another show that I missed while Metarog is in the chat is Grader's Notes ever coming back, Roger?
I think they're still grading one of the books right now.
Yeah.
7-hour show that was.
Yeah, man, they break stuff down. I'm like, man,
yeah.
Everyone looks at like I'm so basic. That's why I don't do reviews because I'm just like, it was good.
Yeah, it's hard for me to do a detailed review, man, because I'm just like
comic book cover. He picks up all these little he'll point out things in a book that I have, and I'm like, oh. I never noticed that in the background. But yeah, Roger was definitely early days. I think he did a room tour. But yeah, I found him through Sharon's I Love interviews.
Oh yeah.
And Matt was
Go-To Geeks. They broke up. Lawrence and the other guy that's not Lawrence.
Yeah. I can't remember the other guy's name.
Yeah.
But I used to watch that
I met
show.
the other guy twice. I don't think I ever ended up meeting Lawrence. I met the other guy twice.
What channel was it?
The Go-To Geeks, and then they broke up. Creative differences.
That's why, mate. Never share your channel.
That's what I always say. Like every time a guy brings his girlfriend on for the first time, I always thumb it down just in case. In case he thinks that he's only getting positive views over that, I always thumb it down just in case. Because that's what usually happens is that the guy has or that in my time in YouTube, which is not as long as Russ, but it's not far behind. Then I've seen people get channels. Chuck, that's right. Yep, they get channels and then they bring their girlfriend on. And then the girlfriend starts to like it. And then it becomes the two of them is all you ever get because the views went up, right? Because having a pretty girl on there, the views go up. Yeah. You got the two of them on there. And then over time, she's like starts making snide remarks and starts picking on the guy a little bit. And he doesn't really like it. He gets uncomfortable. And then all of a sudden they break up and she ends up with the channel and he moved away. You know, it's like almost always the girl ends up with the channel.
I remember there was an old gaming channel I used to watch, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was a couple that gamed. Like this was probably 3 or 4 years ago, and all of a sudden their channel just disappeared and everything was deleted.
It happens.
Yeah, but yeah, I guarantee there'll never be a woman next to me in my videos.
You don't know that. You don't know that. One of my favorite channels, and I won't
insert Gal Gadot.
Yeah, probably not that. That we can guarantee.
Yeah.
But a look-alike in that she is female and Breeze could be that could happen. So but yeah, I mean there was I'm talking about Simon Bub. No, I don't know, because she didn't end up liking his channel as much as he liked having her on the channel. That's the difference between Simon and Sarah. Is Sarah doesn't really like being on the channel as much as Simon wishes she'd be on the channel, right? She barely had a channel of her own, right? So it's a little different. But anyway, what now? What was the question? I give up.
It's funny, man. Like when Sarah first came into the picture, like I don't know how long ago now, but before y'all started dating, I got a friend request on Instagram, and I just assumed it was a bot account, so I would delete the request, and I did that like 3 times before I heard you mention her, and I was like, oh, it's a real person. So I accepted the friend request. I just assumed it was like a bot account.
I had about 3 of Simon's ex-girlfriends friend request me, and I knew because they all had blue hair. So every time I get one with blue hair, I'd be like, that must be one of Simon's girlfriends, and I go ahead and accept it. So that's
anyway, you were saying about
yeah, so there was this guy, right? One of my favorite.
Turned into a roast of Simon.
one of my favorite YouTubers, and then he got married, and he didn't delete his channel. I think it's still out there, but he pretty much stopped all. Now he was a big gamer and he was a big comic collector, and I think I wasn't there, but it was all very coincidental. Everything changed in his life right then.
I'm pretty sure I know who you're talking about.
Said, look, you can keep gaming, or you can keep YouTubing, or you can keep collecting comics, but you can't do it all because you're a husband now and you got things to do, and and you got to give me some attention. So, so he gave up the YouTube channel. I know he still games. I know he still collects other stuff. So, it is what it is. Great guy.
Appreciate that, Nova. Yeah, he's a cool dude. We talk gaming sometimes on Instagram.
Yeah.
Do I know this person?
Yeah, Centauri Stir Fry. So, funny thing about Centauri Stir Fry, one of my absolute favorite channels, one of the funniest to me, him and 64 Page Special are the 2 funniest comic related, if you will, channels. He was a big statue guy, Centauri Stir Fry. And and I used to chat with him on IG. And that was early days for me of chatting. He's like, it was one of only 3 people that I messaged, and I'm like, hey, I got some stuff I'm going to send you. And then he was like, okay. And I got his address and all his information. And then he nuked his channel and he disappeared. And I was like, what happened? So I didn't send anything because what the heck, and he disappeared. And other people I've sent stuff to who have disappeared. There's a couple of people out there where their last video is an A-OK from me. That's their last video. And I'm like, what the hell?
What else did you send them?
Yeah, I quit YouTube. I quit this. I quit that. I'm like, what the hell did I do? I just sent you an A-OK. You quit? What happened?
Next thing you know, all those books that Bub sent are back in his collection.
Well, I'm just saying.
I broke the curse then because I didn't quit when I got the A-OK from you.
Does 64 still make stuff on his YouTube? I mean, I see him on Instagram.
I see more stuff on Instagram than YouTube.
I haven't really noticed.
64 Page Special.
Yeah, he claims to have horrific internet. So he can only upload, he says that, and I think he's in Canada. And he says, or maybe it's Detroit. It's somewhere desolate. So he says that it takes him to upload those 30-second shorts or whatever. So it takes him an hour to upload that because it takes so long with his internet. So, but once YouTube started having shorts, he pretty much does that exclusively now. He used to do more long form videos, slightly longer.
He'll do video entries and stuff for giveaways and stuff. But then he never. I don't think does he ever accept the win.
I don't think he ever has.
No, he
And
price
also-
tags everybody. No, he
Yeah,
always
he-
price tags somebody.
Price tag Russ. And that video, that giveaway was 20 weeks ago. Don't worry. The books are coming.
Oh,
Russ.
he did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, it was for the my 100.
Like, where's my box, man?
I've got it. Don't worry. I've got it behind me. It's
I don't even remember what the prize was.
Well, it was like 5 random books I was giving out for my 100th episode.
Oh, okay.
They price tag you, but if I was going to send stuff to you, I got to give you more than just 5 books to make it worthwhile. So I got more books in there for you and a figurine.
All right, cool.
So
Nice.
Shut up and be patient.
Yeah. Next,
Area 51.
next Christmas.
That's another. See, statue collectors fall off faster than comic collectors. I'll say that also.
What are you going to do? Buy a $400 statue every week? Like,
They do for a while. And then I think, because it's a multiplied problem with statue collectors, in my opinion. First of all, the statue itself, bigger, badder, more expensive. They get bigger, and so then you have to keep the box and all the packaging, because if you ever want to resell it or store it, you got to have the box and packaging. So for every, statue collector where you see a big statue like that, there's a box like this somewhere in his house or his garage or something. And so to me, those guys hit like critical mass faster than a comic collector who's like, oh, I'm turning short boxes into box springs and I'm laying my mattress down across, 12 long boxes and I got places to hide comics. But those statue collectors, they get engulfed in their own collection super fast, and they just quit, I think, or move on to other things. And so Mike, Area 51 Mike, I still communicate with him. He's a great guy. He retired from work. And so he still does RC cars, and he's still on Instagram. And he just posted either a video on Instagram or maybe it was on YouTube about revamping his stuff. But he got rid of all his comics. So he sold the majority of his comics collection. The only thing he kept were AOKs and gifts and a few select things, but he got rid of mostly everything else. And now he's statues and figures and toys and RCs. So
I've seen a couple like awesome statues I wouldn't mind having, but they're like up in the $600+ range. So like the statues that I stuck with, probably can't see them up on the shelf, but they're like the gallery select, like $40 to $50 range.
They still look good. They still look good. Those gallery.
Yeah, they're pretty nice looking for the price point.
And also, those ones, they're not, because they're made of more like a resiny sort of.
No, these are like plastic. The gallery ones,
but those
they have the more expensive gallery ones that are like resin.
Those plastic ones drop and hit the floor. They don't really break like the other type do.
Yeah. I'd be more like, I would be pretty scared to have like a $600 statue up on a shelf like that. I would want that thing on something solid.
Yeah. Well, that too, they buy those cases for the statues, and I've seen a few videos where they just shatter and break all of a sudden.
Oh, really? I can imagine some of those statues, man. They got to be really heavy for the size of some of them.
Yeah, some are.
What's up,
heavy.
Bonafide?
I want to get one of those glass cabinets one day.
Yeah, I've thought about it several times. I don't have a good spot for it. And then
I don't.
I would fill it up real fast, like it'd be full the same day I bought it, and still nothing left, but more stuff to put around.
Doomsday Comics, that was the guy. Doomsday Comics. He was the guy.
I remember that channel.
Right, so he was like filling up a short box, and every week he'd be like, "I'm chucking this into the short box. I'm chucking this in the short box," and I was like, "Man, this is gonna be one epic giveaway." He's like, "Worldwide." I was like, "Yeah, worldwide," and then crickets.
Yeah,
maybe it's because he won and he couldn't afford to ship it. He had to sell his house.
Could you imagine how much a whole short box would cost to ship overseas?
You'd be cheaper to take it on a plane yourself and just keep it in the storage with you.
Yeah, for real.
You may as well just take a holiday here and hand deliver it to me.
Yeah.
Well, that was like when I got the books from you, the last package I got from you, because I had 2 giveaway wins from DJ Links, and there was a lot of books.
That box was heavy too.
And then when Bubs was like, I was like, "Can you let me know how much shipping is?" And Bubs was like, "Yes, that's like $250 or something like that." And I was like, "Woo, yeah."
I would stop entering giveaways that are heavy, unless it's something you really want. Like if it's something you want, but if someone's just going to give you 25 random books, it's not worth the shipping.
A lot of those books are exclusive. Yeah. Pretty much all that whole box was exclusives. So if anything, man, I'm just going to turn around and probably flip them, most of them that I don't want.
But you haven't yet, right?
Well, no, but I finally sold a comic book on eBay, so now I have the taste. Got that taste for that money. So I'm gonna. This whole collection's going. I'm telling you, I'm done with comics.
Done with comics? You just picked up 10 more yesterday.
I'm getting close to just like really just needing to just stop looking at previews and things like that. And because like Mark raised his prices again yesterday, he made an announcement online. And I was like, Jesus Christ! So he went from the cheapest to the most expensive by far.
Man, you're not grandfathered into the early price.
Nah, like I get discounts still. Like he gives me discount every week.
Yeah,
but like,
and every now and then people will send gift cards and stuff. Like I hollered at Mark about 2 weeks ago and sent over a credit for Simon, and he told me, "Hey, mate, just so you know, he already owes me more than the credit is worth." So he's not even going to know that you sent this. I was like, that's okay. Just put it on his account. He was like, you don't understand. He's not going to get any books for this. He already owes me this money. I said, that's all right, fine. So you're welcome,
the
Simon.
crazy thing with Mark
is like, your bill.
For Mark's regular customers, he's got people who have like a box. So I've got a box. My box doesn't have a lot in there. There might be like, I don't know, probably less than 20 books probably in there that have been sitting there for a while that I've just like, I'll get them one day. He's got customers with like, I'm talking thousands and thousands of dollars just sitting there. And those customers will come in and drop money every week, but they've literally just built up such a thing that they literally have a box of that worth thousands of dollars sitting there waiting to be paid off.
Right.
What's up, Carlito? And hi, Aaliyah. Thanks for stopping in, guys.
Gonna just drop again.
Carlito.
Oh, hang on. I'll be back in a sec.
All right. Simon dropped the link in the stream if anybody wants to hop on and join, man. Feel free to
burrito just hit him.
Hit the link.
What are you talking about that burrito he ate earlier? Bless his heart. There he goes. Yeah. State of affairs. Well, are you going to treat yourself in any way for your big anniversary? You're going to have like an extra, you're going to put like use cherry laxative tonight, like instead of regular
no.
strawberry milk instead of chocolate in the morning, or what are you planning?
I've been treating myself by buying more issues to the Dark Phoenix run. This one just came in earlier today.
Oh. Is that Dazzler?
Yeah. First appearance of Dazzler, issue 130. And I've already ordered issue 131. I should have it by the end of this week. So when that comes in, I'll only be 2 issues away from finishing the set. It's the money I save from only eating once a day, man. So I can buy more comics.
Yep. Yeah, I went overboard today. I had one last hurrah. I ate everything I saw today. Everything in the kitchen didn't matter what it was. I just pigged out. And then tomorrow I'll be back on the horse. I had a good day.
You got to have a cheat day once in a while, you know?
You shouldn't have a cheat day. You should have a cheat meal or a cheat moment. But when you have a cheat day, that stays with you for a while.
Yeah. a couple weeks ago, I had a cheat day and ate like 4 pieces of cheesecake.
4 pieces of cheese? That's the whole cheesecake.
Yeah, I
know. The fact that you cut it up into 4 slices.
Slices.
You only had 4 pieces.
It made up for not having a birthday cake this year.
So I'm wanting to, everybody's talking about Dazzler now. So I wanted to, I think I'm going to have my wife, Mrs. Bubs, do Dazzler cosplay for our next comic.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Can she
I don't know. Can't decide if I'm going to put her in skates or not. She can skate. I'm sure she can skate. But the question would be how many people are going to get knocked over? Like she's a little bit of a tornado. So I don't know. It could be rough. But now that they have like the Dazzler news, right? That Taylor Swift may do a cameo as Dazzler in Deadpool 3.
Oh yeah. 64-page special mentioned that in a comment on the video. I had no idea until he said that in the comment.
So I think all the Dazzler costumes might be flying off the shelves.
Yeah.
With little
I was
Swifties
glad I got that
pressed
book in my
over.
collection before Spec Market drove it ridiculous.
She doesn't have to wear skates. She doesn't always wear skates. Dazzler doesn't. Sometimes it's just heels, right? Or boots.
I think so.
Are you just going to look at the one cover that you have there? Why don't you open that book, crack that slab, and open to page 4 and tell me if she's still wearing skates?
Yeah, it's just shoes here. It looks like got some feet action for Simon.
Yeah, she's got like boots. Hashtag feet guy. Where's Simon? Hashtag feet guy.
Maybe the
Don't get too excited. She's got shoes on.
Yeah, Roger, my cheat year. I'm still in my cheat year since 2003. It's my double cheat decade. Those companies do I still get the mystery boxes from the No, I wish I did because that was the last time we had a series together.
Was fun.
I really enjoyed that, and I think she would still do it. I just have to see about it. I have to find a mystery box that might interest her a little bit more than the last one.
Hi, Aaliyah. What was it? Was
Yeah.
the Zavi box or something? Was that?
Yeah, Zabby box. Yeah, from
Zabby.
the UK. It was the cheapest geek box I could find on the internet that had a 3XL shirt, which now I wouldn't even get a 3XL shirt because they were like China sizes. So if it would be fine the first day you wore it, and then if you ever tried to wash it, wear it again, it would shrink up like a onesie for a baby.
Oh, dude, I bought that Bruce Lee yellow jumpsuit, and I had to buy at the time. This is when I was skinny too. I had to buy the XL, and it was still so tight. And man, the first day I put it on, I was pulling it up my leg, and I could hear ripping and stuff like that. I had to be very careful with it. And then I put it on. And I was going to wear it to a party, and then I realized, I can't wear this to a party because I don't know if you've ever worn one of those spandex suits, but you can just see everything. I was I looked in the mirror. I was I can't go to a party like this.
So I was at Heroes Con, and it dawned on me by watching people go by that cosplay has really got better. Because there was one guy in there that had the old school cosplay, and he really thought he was looking tough, but his little wiener and that little tiny is you could see the outline of his tiny whities, and he's just he thought he was really tough looking, and it was so sad. I'm oh my God, dude. Look around. Cosplay's got much better than the old, pajama pants onesies. So hey Raul, when'd you get here?
I'm sorry. I'm still thinking of you in a onesie, and I can't get that image out of my mind.
Terrible.
I
can't down there.
There was a couple pretty cool cosplays at Heroes Con. I saw a Star Fox from Star Fox 64.
Easy for you to say.
There was a RoboCop.
Russ.
Yeah. I wish I would have got more footage of it, but I was too nervous to take footage of people.
Russ, your chat is a who's who of everyone, bro.
I know, man. A lot of people showed up tonight, man. I'm really surprised.
Your chat is popping, bro. I love it. It's like old times in here, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just a fun hangout.
Congratulations on 6 years.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, there were several points we didn't think you'd make it.
Yeah.
There were several points where I didn't think I would either, man.
He kept telling us that he wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, I know. That was our main key, is that he would tell us, I'm not going to be here tomorrow, folks. I'm quitting my channel. I'm shutting it down. I think I've seen more channel updates and this is my last videos from Russ than any other YouTube comic community member I've ever known or watched. It's channel update.
That many.
And then there'll be a question what do you think, guys? Should I do gaming content on my channel? And half people would say, yeah, do whatever you want. And the other half wouldn't even answer the question. Yeah. And then he'd come back out next week. First gaming video. Aha, there we go.
Yeah, I floundered for a while, man. Definitely.
Yeah. It is a tough one because I do, when I have done gaming content in the past as well, and they actually, over time, get quite a lot of views. Yeah. But in the moment, they get hardly any views. and then it's like a slow burn content, and then you're like, should I even do anymore? And it's none of the people that you know really are watching or commenting. Just a few, and you're like, if people aren't really subbing, you know, it's like, what are you sacrificing?
Dude, two of my best videos, I reckon, are gaming ones. I did my top 5 games of all time video, and that was when I was using the green screen and doing cool edits. And then I did the Iron Man VR video. Like, that was so funny, that video, and like it's got like 40 views.
I did like a review on one of the Assassin's Creed games that got like 200 something views. I think that was pretty good for that.
What about you?
But gaming content was fun, man.
You ever thought about doing anything different with your channel other than ill-advised speculation, clumsy unboxings, and dark hallway lives?
Fantasy football. We did the sports for a while.
Oh yeah,
that's all.
The Johnson, the Show Us Your Johnson show, right?
Yeah, the Johnson show. Maybe I'll bring that back. That was a lot of fun. It just, I don't know.
I think
the private chats are a lot of fun these days.
Oh,
was it last month you did a Silver Age Sunday, didn't you?
Yes,
or about a month ago.
Talking about Heroes Con. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I can't wait to go to the freaking Heroes Con again next year, man.
I know, man.
Goodness, I can't wait. But we're I was just talking to Steve yesterday. It was his birthday and Roger's birthday as well, and we were talking about that we got like under 6 months to go for MegaCon down here, so we're all getting excited for that.
Oh wow, that'd be good.
But yeah, I don't.
You gonna try and get me mugged at some sketchy pie diner again this year, Raul? That's not a story we've told yet, but I'm ready.
You know, when we left there, they were using the wand to they were checking everybody that was going in. They were, you know, for metal detector.
No way.
There was a line outside, maybe 10 deep, and the guy at the door had a metal detector. He was using the wand on everybody. That about tells you everything you need to know, right?
Let me tell you something. If you didn't know that before you got in, then it was talking to me clearer than it was talking to you. I was like, really? Like, this is where we're going right now. Like, let's.
Yeah, when you said, really, Steve, you don't want to have dessert here? You want to go to a diner? I was like, damn, bro, I think he's right, man. I think he's right. Tell a story, man. Tell a story.
No, it's nothing. I just I love these guys. I wanted to keep the night going like they did, but I didn't want my last meal to be with these guys. Like, and that's what it was looking like. And I was like, and I had my wife. I told my wife, had I been by myself, I'd have been more adventurous, but I got to take care of her. She's precious cargo. So I was like, I don't want her last meal to be at some diner in North Carolina.
Yeah, it was kind of shady where we went to go have
kinda.
You know, it was kind of shady, but it was good.
Bad. And Steve Whiting's the kind of guy that you could tell he's in his own world. So like he walked up and he cut the line from like 20 people, and they were all like not happy about it. They were starting to revolt. There was a mob forming, and he's like, "Oh, let's go in. Come on, I see a seat. Let's go." And everyone's like, hello? Oh, no, he doesn't think he's going in front of me. And everybody was just going off. It was hilarious. And I'm like, I don't think we're going to stay for pie. Like, I think we need to go.
We made it. We made it, though. We made it.
Yeah, you guys made it. Yep.
I had a nice slice of pecan pie with some ice cream. It was very good.
Your hotel was close. All you had to do was step over a couple of homeless people, push somebody's cart out of the way, and you could have gotten to your door. We were still like 5 blocks away, and it was getting sketchy out there. So,
Charlotte can get pretty sketchy at night, man.
Yeah. It was right across the street. You're absolutely right, man. So we just had a hop, skip, and a jump. You had to walk a few blocks.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That you
guys me and my niece and nephew went to a Buffalo Wild Wings that was right around the corner, and on the way up there, this like crazy looking dude walked up and started like talking about my nephew's Megatron helmet. I was like, dude, get away from us. I was like, you need to step back, man.
I don't think we need this much attention for your helmet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Oh man.
So you guys don't make it sound very welcoming over there.
Oh, no,
Well,
it's
it is. You just have to have
Yeah,
your
the con
brain
itself was
screwed in.
amazing.
Like
Yeah.
people go on. Like I'm from New York, so I mean, I see the tourist mentality are used to all the time.
right.
And people think that because they're on vacation and here to have a good time, that everything is safe and everything is doable, and you can just go wherever you want, do whatever you want because it's your vacation. But there's people lurking in the shadows waiting to catch people with that exact mentality who've had one too many to drink and don't quite know the way back to their room. Where's my hotel again? I think it's this way. I think it's that way. Like in New York, you can always tell a tourist because their head is pointed up. Like New Yorkers walk facing the ground most of the time. And, we walk like this. And then you always know a tourist because they're like this. Because they've never seen a building bigger than 3 stories. So they're just walking around like this all the time. And so they're easy to spot, and every city knows, like, especially when there's a convention. I mean, some of those people are making their living off ripping off people coming and going from conventions, So, I mean, it's a Megatron helmet's a big beacon of,
Look at me.
Just saying.
My brother went with his wife to America, like I think it was last year, and I was asking him, was it like, was it? Did you go into any areas that were dodgy? And he was like, there was somewhere where they went with some guy that looked like they were following him. And my brother's like, big macho tough guy. So he like turned around, I was like, why the fuck are you following us, kind of thing. But then I was saying, his wife was saying, no, there was when we went on the subway, and he was like, oh yeah, we caught the train at night. And that was fucking scary. He said, like, even he was like scared on the train because he said you just see all kinds of people coming on from like gang members with like just faces covered in tattoos and stuff. And he goes, yeah, I kept my mouth shut on the subway. I just kind of.
Where did they visit though? Where did they visit?
They went everywhere, man. Like I can't remember specifics. Like they definitely went to Vegas, I think, for a bit. They went to Dallas Cowboys Stadium because he's a big Dallas Cowboys fan.
Did he bring his boyfriend?
What?
Oh, I said he was a Cowboys fan. I just assumed.
No, I think they were. They did a bit of everything. So, but yeah, I just remember him saying that the subway was when they caught the train at night after going out one night. He said that was pretty full on.
That's always scary. It doesn't matter if you're from there. That's always you're always with your head on a swivel, man.
Yeah.
Looking around. And people always are looking. You just like I remember the first time I went to New York, I was in a subway and I was like, and I caught people looking, and it's like, what the fuck? What am I doing that's causing? Kind of like what you're saying, Bob. Everybody knows what's going on. No, but you don't make eye contact with anybody. But everybody knows what you're doing.
Yep.
Everybody.
Oh, that Crimson Comic. Do you guys remember him? The Crimson Comic. I'm still throwing out old comic YouTubers. I remember him. I'm pretty sure I sent him an AOK.
I don't think I remember that one.
But either way, he disappeared.
The Crimson Comic. No, never.
No, I don't think I remember
flashbooks. I sent him some flashbooks once, as I do recall.
You guys are talking about old YouTubers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People like Russ, but Russ stuck around. He couldn't find anything better to do. But there's a lot of people over the last 6 years that have come and gone, like couldn't hang the way Russ has.
Yeah. There's some early Funko channels when I first came in that don't make content anymore that I kind of miss. Those were like some of my first friends on YouTube, and they just quit making videos.
Are they on Instagram?
I miss
yeah. 2 of them are. One of them just kind of fell off the face of the earth. I never hear from her.
It happens, man. I mean, I know I still watch a lot. I just don't go on a lot anymore. It's just, I guess, it's just the way it is. It's just
my views haven't changed. Like I get the same number of views per video roughly that I've been getting for years, but all of a sudden the names change, and the people that used to watch regularly and comment, at least they're not commenting anymore. Maybe they might still be watching, but they're not commenting anymore.
Well, that's sorry.
No, go ahead. Real quick. You know whose chat is really different, and it used to be all people that we knew, or at least that I knew. JP's chat now. I look at his chat, and it's like I don't recognize. Maybe Unruly is still there, but I don't recognize people. I still watch. I just don't comment. Yeah. It's weird. I don't know.
Which JP is that? Is that the one that took over the
Kamagories?
Yes.
Okay.
Simon, what were you gonna say, man? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say because you were saying about your gaming videos before, Bob, how like you'll notice people don't comment. So I think so. I've been doing a lot of toy videos, and some of them have done like get more views than most of my stuff. But I know it's people who don't normally watch because I'm not getting comments. So they'll get, my videos are still averaging only 70 to 100 views, and then I'll do a toy video which randomly gets like 200-300 views, but it's only got like it's getting no likes and it's getting no comments. And I know that's because it's a newer audience that's kind of seeing it, which is good. My subs stopped for a while and now they're starting to go up again.
Yeah.
But I think that's because of the convention videos more so.
Yeah, those always do well.
How are your toy ones doing? Are they? You like doing them?
Yeah, I enjoy doing it. And I was just surprised that they were getting watched. But like I said, I'm pretty sure people who aren't normally watching me are watching those. But then I released one the other day, which is my lowest viewed video in a long time. I got one that only hit I think it's only just hit 50 views after 2 weeks. I was like, whew, that one stings. But I still enjoy it, mate. It's still fun.
I think Pat's been on here for 9 years, he said.
Oh, yeah. What's the last one?
That's been around forever.
Toy one you did?
Hmm?
You did a toy one recently. Which one was it?
I just did went to a toy fair on the weekend, so I just released the vlog last night.
No, but the one that you did the review, it was like a Legends, wasn't it?
No,
it was the Big Arts, right?
Yeah, the Thanos one, yeah.
That was good.
Did well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Well. Good figure.
You got the Thanos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you've got a
you
bigger
should you should see the one where he broke the Batman figure.
Yes. Yeah. I was doing the articulation thing and I ripped the arm right off. I was like, oh. Didn't expect that to happen.
I haven't seen that one. I gotta catch that one, dude. Oh my god, that sounds hilarious.
I can't remember her name, but I was trying to remember. I looked up a couple of female YouTubers I remember, but it's not any of those. But there was a girl who did like some figure reviews and she did comics. And she had like the most awesome intro I'd ever seen. And it had like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I had like all the 80s cartoons and 90s and early 90s cartoons. And it was freaking awesome. And then she just disappeared. And she had like a boyfriend and he would, do the camera work mostly. Every now and then he'd be on there too on live streams. But like that was a good one. That she had a really good intro. Like I was like, I want to steal that intro. Like it was so good. I was like, I wish I could just like copy it and then just put my logo at the end of it instead of hers. Like it was so good. Had an interesting theme music and everything. It was just badass. But even her channel didn't make it, and Russ did. Look at that. And she was popular.
It's nature. It's what's going on, brother.
It's funny. I see a lot of people who've got like massive Instagram followings and then they try YouTube and then it doesn't. I think they think.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people that tried to come over from Instagram to YouTube and they just did like maybe 3 videos and then just disappeared.
Yeah, I think it's because they didn't. I think they just thought they were going to blow up just like they would on Instagram or something like that. But it's two completely different
They got like a ton of subscribers to start, but then they just like gave up.
There's people who post like videos on Instagram and do those lives that go for a long time. I'm like, man, people aren't going to sit there and watch on Instagram a 10-minute video or a live stream or something like that, because that's not where you go. You go to Instagram to quickly scroll through everything for 2 seconds. YouTube you come if you want to watch something, you know what I mean? So
I haven't posted anything on Threads yet at all. Like not at all.
Yeah,
I haven't bothered with it. I signed up just to keep my name across it, but that was it.
I didn't even sign up because I think once you sign up to it, you can't delete it or something.
Yeah, I didn't.
Definitely not Cat Ren Figures. I know who you're talking about, and it's definitely not her.
I remember that channel. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not her. She was one of the people that was into what was that? Comic Core, right? When the Comic Core came around, and I think technically they still exist, but over time they pissed each other off and everyone like disliked each other, and then they blamed this guy and then that guy, and then it just dissolved into nothing.
It's crazy. Some of the group channels, like do you know the channel Nearing Nerdvana? There's like I don't know how many people are running that channel, but there's like you tune in on different days and there's different people on there all the time. So
Bob, you know they rush with comic cores. That's exactly how it felt like. Every couple of weeks, a layer would come off, and one of them would just leave, right? And then it was something, and then it was a little drama. It's like, hey, what happened to this guy? What happened to this guy?
Well,
you know,
it was
JD. JD used to be one of them. He was freaking. I liked his stuff, though.
I like JD. Now he's still on Instagram.
Is he? Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's still on Instagram, and you know, we still follow each other on there. We see each other whenever there's a Golden Age auction. Like when I pop in, I see him pop in, or vice versa. So we're still circling in the same area. He actually called me once, and a weird thing. Yeah, I had a small beef with the Comic Core once.
So you're really speaking from experience.
Yeah, I had a small beef with the Comic Core once, and he called me and was like, "Hey, I just want to make sure everything was okay." I was like, "Hey, me and you are cool because I like him, and I like some other people that were on that channel too." I said, but this other, you know, I had left a comment that was less than flattering on a video,
and they took it to heart. And they
took it down, which I didn't even know that they took it down, and it wasn't even that nasty. It wasn't like a nasty comment. They were all right. Here we go. Russ, you mind if I tell the real short version of this story?
Go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
Right. The super short version of the story is that they were doing some sort of like charity work or something like that, right? And they were really pushing this charity work like super freaking hard, to where the first 10 minutes of every video, the first middle 10 minutes and the last 10 minutes of every video was just like a big promo for this. And it was on one of their comedy shows that some of the YouTubers, which I actually did enjoy watching on that channel, were doing. And I was like, well, so I had just made the comment that the show was funnier, but before all the, you know, the charity, before they started begging for money, I think is the way I put it. The show was funnier before they begged for money. Like, let's let this show not have that, and let the other shows have all that. You know, all the other shows, I don't care if you're doing an auction, do that. But on this show, let's remove it from this show. It's the only show I cared about. It was quite annoying. Anyway, so JD calls me and he's like, "Hey man, I read your comment." I was like, "No, everything's fine." I was like, I actually was going to delete it after I wrote. I was like, I should take that down. What do I care? You know, I was going to delete it, and then it turned out it had already been deleted. And so I said it was already gone. So he was like, well, I got somebody on the line. He wants to talk to you. I was like, what? This is a party chat now? He's like, yeah, hold on. And then he brings this other guy on the line, the main comic horror or whatever. So the main guy, he brings in, and he's like, "Oh, you're a staple of the community, and you're a pillar of the community." And I'm looking at my subs, and I'm like, I don't think that's really true. But that's okay. And he was like, "Oh,
never said that about Bub."
Yeah, I was like, "What? He shouldn't be saying that about me, you know." And I was like, "Well, that's all right." I was going to take it down anyway, and then he just kept on about all the important stuff he was doing. And I said, "Look, man," I said, "I left a comment saying that I didn't want to hear this on a show. You think I want you to call me while I'm at work and tell me the same stuff right now? Like, give me a break. Like, really? Does this make any sense?" I said, "You actually picked up a phone. You didn't have my number. So you found somebody who had my number. Then you call me to tell me that you didn't like a comment that you've already deleted. Like, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing?" And then he started really getting on his high horse. "You don't know the number of lives we've saved with this." I'm like, oh my gosh. I said, "Well, if you're saving lives, you don't have time to be talking to me. You need to go save lives with your comic book channel. Go do that." So, and that was pretty much the last of the Comic Core heard from me anyway. But I still like some of the people that were involved. And a lot of those people don't make any content of their own. Like, they stopped their own channels to be part of that channel. And then when that channel went defunct, they never went back to their own channel. It just disappeared. So anyway, yeah, Bubs is a jerk. Cancel Bubs. I'm not as bad as I used to be. I'm like that country song, like, I'm not as bad as I once was, but I'm as bad once as I ever was. So they say good, but I say bad. So if there was anything that, you know, I'm sure I've said stuff to offend people in the past, and I'm sure I'll say something to offend people in the future.
Haven't we all said something to offend? You know, it's.
Yeah, but I'm really good at it. Like, I can be real offensive. Very stinging, very, very precisely tearing people down with facts that they don't want to hear. Like, yeah, it's not good. It's very venomous, and I've learned that over the years that just because you have the power to destroy someone, you probably shouldn't, even if they deserve it.
I don't think what you did was all that bad, dude.
I didn't think so either, but I got the phone call. You guys ever got a phone call for a comment you left on a video?
Never.
It's a rare thing. I'm here to tell you.
I thought I would. I have thought that I might on some occasions. So, but I never have. But the thing is, man, when you see something written down, it just hits a little bit harder, you know, for some reason.
Yeah.
When you see it written down, it tends to irk people a little bit more.
I can't believe they deleted it though. It's a weird thing that YouTube hides comments as well on its own. Like,
yeah, they do that sometimes.
Yeah. Well, recently, I know Matilda got let me know once, but that's because Matilda says stuff that Matilda says, so YouTube blocked it. But there's a tab in the comment section on YouTube Studios where those comments should show up, and they never do. You know, the one that said held for review. It never comes up with anything, right?
Yeah, I just yesterday, it might have been today. It was this morning. I got a barrage of 25 comments from Carolina Chris. I got 25 comments from and when I say 25 comments, I don't mean on one video. I mean on 25 different videos over the span, and they were dated for weeks ago.
Yeah.
All of them weeks ago. And some of them today or whatever, but I'm like, what happened? How did I get a comment that never came through weeks ago? And I checked that censored tab is what it's called. I check it and it's never been there. So it's like YouTube put him in timeout, not necessarily because his comment was innocuous at best. And they put him in timeout, not even just the whole channel. Just it was weird.
That happened same with Chris. So Chris had a bunch of comments that he was typing and they weren't showing up. I had one from ICT Vinny the other day. So I was just scrolling through my notifications. I was like, what? Vinny left a comment on one of my videos, but when you click on it, you can't reply to it. It doesn't actually show up on the video.
Yeah, I've had that before too.
Like, what the hell?
It disappears.
I don't know why YouTube does, because when you're uploading a video, it has the options where it's I'll allow all comments or restrict. I always click allow all comments, but still YouTube hides comments. It's
I'll notice on the video it says there's 4 comments, and I'll look, there'll be 2. I'll be like, what? What are the other comments? I need to know so bad. And one time it was Matilda saying, "Did YouTube delete my comment?" That's because she was talking about fish tacos and stuff like that.
Yeah, she's got a sailor's mouth, that's for sure.
Yeah. So I said, Matilda,
the most entertaining part of cover slingers.
Oh yeah.
The first time I saw her and I was not expecting what I was hearing coming from her.
Yeah.
I was like, what did she just say?
And to be so graphic in a second language, I think is exceptional. That's really trying hard.
Yeah,
skills.
One time I hung out with her and I think I asked her, I was like, where did you learn? Because most of her family doesn't really speak English. So I was like, where did you learn English? And I think she said something like watching Looney Tunes, cartoons and stuff like that when she was growing up. And I was like, I've never heard them say the F and the C word.
So
Bugs Bunny must have been different in Israel.
I went to Israel. I lived there for about a month, and the people there at that time, which was back in the early, I guess it was in the mid 90s or so, and the people there said that they learned English from watching Friends, like the show Friends. Like that was hugely popular there. And when you were, it was on every screen, run 24/7. It was crazy. It was hugely popular. And everyone wanted to ask me about America. Are the women as promiscuous as they are on TV? Is it real? Are they that big of whores? Are they that big of sluts as they are on TV? That's what we're exporting, is that our women are sluts on TV. So I was like, no, they're way worse. They're way worse. Way worse. That's cleaned up for TV. No, I mean, but that's what they think over there. It's crazy.
But was Friends that bad?
I never thought it was that bad, but compared to their culture, Yes.
Okay.
I mean, the idea that you just show up to a coffee shop and somebody winks at you and you go home with them that night. Yeah, that's not. I mean, it's not the same. You know?
I'm thinking back then. If
I know that's never worked out for me.
it doesn't work out often. I remember if they would have been singing at the same time Melrose Place, I might, get that impression. But man,
yeah,
Friends was pretty, PG for the most part.
If you think about Seinfeld, for example, like they were dating different people like every single episode.
Yeah, but Seinfeld is the most New York show that there. See, like Friends is fake New York. Friends is what people in LA think people in New York live like.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's, if that helps at all. I know it's set in New York, but it has nothing to do with New York. Now there's people in New York that think Friends is funny and everything. I mean, it's a sitcom if you like the jokes, but it's nothing like real New York culture. Seinfeld is exactly like real New York culture. It is that ridiculous, and people get angry for no reason, and people are swapping out friends every week, and you have your core group of 3 or 4 friends that you do meet up with, daily or every other day, and then everyone else you just hate, and you just talk about how you hate everyone else. Like that that is very New York, So anyway, some parts of New York, some people in New York, I'd say.
What's the difference? Because I noticed Carvey, he's moved from New York to Brooklyn, right?
No, he's moving to Jersey.
He said Jersey.
He was in Brooklyn. He's moving to Jersey.
Okay.
I think.
Because I was like, isn't Brooklyn? I thought Brooklyn was New York.
Yeah, Brooklyn is New York. Yes.
Oh, maybe that's where he's moving from then.
Yes. Yeah, I think he was living in Brooklyn. He's moving to Jersey.
Okay.
The big difference.
Mate,
but I remember as a little kid, I used to want to go to New York because I thought the Ninja Turtles were real. But I've never got to visit New York.
When the Turtles were like massive in the early 90s,
speaking of,
kids were like going into the sewers and stuff like that to look for them.
Really? I never went that far.
Like newspapers and stuff like that.
Where, in New York?
Probably only in America could I imagine that happening.
He was reading the world news looking for Bat Boy or whatever.
That's what it was. Now, people used to flush turtles down the toilet and stuff. That was a problem. I mean, and supposedly there were alligators in the sewers and all that kind of stuff. Oh, man, I never saw an alligator in the sewer. I saw rats that were like the size of cats, but I never saw an alligator. I'm not kidding. I wouldn't run across my feet when I was walking, and the rat was so big that at one point I could see his head, I could see his tail, and both sets of his front feet and his hind feet were on my feet separately. Like I was
dude, I would have been freaking out.
And he was like,
it was Splinter, man.
It was this long, dude. He was huge, and you can't miss him. I mean, a rat is a rat. Like nothing looks like a rat.
He probably had a social security number.
He did. He had a license plate in his ass.
Will rats attack humans?
Well, rats are scavengers, so they'll eat anything basically, and they'll go after anything that they think is not a threat to them. They don't generally fight. They'll fight each other for food, but they won't like hunt and kill. They're not hunting and killing things. They're just fighting each other for food. They're scrappers,
Rats have to be the worst, though, right? God bless, bro. Rats.
It's terrible. And like I remember, and I don't know if they fixed any of this since I was in New York, but so I used to take several subways, right? And when it floods in New York, when the rain floods, it's not like it floods in a normal place because it's all concrete. So the water doesn't have anywhere to soak in. It can't soak in. There's no ground. Everything just sits and rolls to the lowest points. And they have storm drains that are supposed to feed out and clear all that out, but they're usually stopped up with trash and all kinds of other stuff. So they overflow. And then all the water would come down into the subways, down the steps to the subways, like a nasty, dirty, trash filled. And when I say trash, like I'm talking about sludge, rainbow, greasy, milky looking substances that smell putrid. flowing down the steps in a waterfall of nastiness. And then it would fill into the subway and the rats would all come out because they obviously are not breathing underwater or whatever that was. So you get the sludge rain coming at you and you got to catch a train, man. You're just glad the train's still running because sometimes when it rains, it stops. So you're just glad the train's still running and you're sitting there and there's just water flows of nastiness coming down here. And you got rats swimming in the subway and coming up on the platform running. And you're like, come on, where's my train? I'm late. You know, let's get going. So, I mean, that's New York City. Some parts of it anyway. It's a great place, hell of a place, great pizza and all that other good stuff.
It's a great place. You ready to visit, Simon? You ready to visit?
Yeah, because you guys, New York's where you do those weird giant slices of pizza, right? Where you fold them and eat them.
Yeah.
They had a place here called New York Slice or something once, and I bought one. And it was like massive. And I folded it like a Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah. Did it have the grease coming off?
Oh yeah, that orange grease just rolls down, makes a puddle.
Yeah, it needs to have that. That's authentic.
Surf Blue. Now we're talking.
Like Simon's like, did I take my shirt off? Dang it!
Yeah,
I don't even wearing my Warrior shirt.
I'm not wearing it anymore.
Oh,
and that Warriors, the Wolverine Warriors shirt thing I've got, mate. Every time I've worn it, I'm still 100%. Someone's made a comment on it. Cool. You know, the new Ninja Turtles movie, I'm dying to see it, but you know how they got Jackie Chan as Splinter? I think that's the funniest thing ever because, like, you're used to Splinter having that old wise man,
gravelly, yeah,
and all of a sudden it's just Jackie Chan, which is going to be hilarious.
They're actually they reopened a drive-in here, a local drive-in that's been closed for like 8 years, and it's having its grand opening. And the first movie they're showing is that new Ninja Turtles. I was thinking about going and seeing it.
Are you gonna go?
I think so. I might go with my niece and her husband.
Well, wait. If you go with 3 people, that means you got to sit in the back seat.
Yeah.
How do you watch a movie in the back seat? Isn't there a roof in the
between
way?
2 heads? Well, at our drive-in, it closed. It closed a couple of years ago, but we used to bring like lawn chairs and set them in front of the car.
Yeah,
you could watch it like that.
Yeah, I remember that's how we used to do it back in the day when I was a kid.
But hang on, when you go to a drive-through,
drive-in.
Drive-in.
Drive-through is where you get your beer.
Sorry, when you go to a drive-in, I thought the audio comes out of your like radio or something like that. Where do you get the sound?
No, they got like speaker. The one I go to has speakers that you like put in the car with you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they'll have posts with speakers, loudspeakers right there, so that if you're within like 4 feet or so of it, you can hear it. And then I used to just bring a portable radio because they broadcast on a radio frequency. Yeah, and they tell you which frequency it is. And then you just turn to it and you can listen to it on your portable radio too in your earphones.
I mean, that's only something you would do like to once, right? I mean, why would you want to? The movie experience wouldn't be that great at a drive-in, right?
Well, it depends what you're watching. Like if you're going to watch the Barbie movie, I can't imagine it's going to up the value any. Similarly, any kind of comedy, it really does nothing for that. But if you've ever, like, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one at a drive-in, it was bananas. Like all the special effects, and because it's at night and all you can see past the screen is the sky. So all the star stuff and the space battles and stuff really come to life. Things like Jurassic Park, where it's like really dark and scary, and then a big dinosaur comes out.
But when you're in a theater, the audio would be a lot better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's more about the visual than the audio, but at the same time,
the movie, the audio.
I mean, it's just the like.
I don't know how crappy your car is, Simon, but mine's got Bose in it. I mean, I'm rocking a Bose sound system in my car. It sounds freaking awesome. My seats are shaking. I don't know what kind of hoopty you're driving.
I drive a Yaris, so
there you go. Yes,
I think mostly with drive-ins, it's just like the nostalgia of like seeing movies how you saw them when you were kids and stuff and small.
I said you probably have blown woofers.
Yeah. Well, he might have paid for his tickets. We don't know how he got the tickets. Maybe he did blow some woofers.
Yeah.
Maybe you paid for them.
Isn't it good too when you have a lot of kids to go to the drive-in? I think it's probably a lot of fun with a lot of kids.
Yeah, it's nice. And they go out and they play a little bit before the movie, and you get food. Now you're supposed to buy the food there, but when you're packing in like 10 kids, like you hide a pizza in the trunk. You're doing stuff like that.
I did watch a movie outdoors once. It was for a film festival. But it was like a documentary about metal. It was like a metal documentary, but it was really cool because they started just as the sun was coming down, and where it was in the city here, you'll freak out if you come here. As the sun goes down, there's bats. Like I don't know where the frick they live, but there's just thousands of bats will fly through as the sun's coming down through the city. So I remember someone from America. I was listening to a podcast and he was talking about being in Australia, and he freaked out because it was like 6 p.m. and there was just hundreds of bats in the sky flying over him.
Yeah, my wife wouldn't like that. She doesn't like that, and we have a lot of bats here too.
They just fly home or wherever.
We have one of the world's largest cave system in Kentucky, so when it turns dark, you can hear them. I mean, there's nothing quite sounds like the leathery flap of a wing, like it doesn't sound like a bird at all. And the way that they move is not like a bird at all. Like they cut corners and dive bomb. And if you ever have like a light where it attracts like large moths or something, and they just shoot in and take them and go.
Take the moths.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They catch the moth midair.
And like when it's summer here, I have this rule. Like I do not turn my outside light on because it's just bug crazy. If you leave a light on when it's a summer night, it's just insane, and I can't. I hate bugs. It's like I literally freak out around bugs. Like if a moth flies onto me, I freak out. They're freaking aliens, man.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool. I mean, driving is just a cool experience. I mean, back in the day when I was a kid, it was only like $5 just for a carload, so you can bring bring your own snacks and stuff. The last movie I saw at a drive-in, God, I don't even know how many years ago, but it was Jackie Chan's Mr. Nice Guy.
Hey, that was filmed in Melbourne.
Yeah,
that was a film. In fact. There's that scene on the construction site at the end with all the doors and stuff.
Yeah, where he like runs through that guy's house.
It's literally filmed like a kilometer up the road from here. Because I was in high school still when that movie was getting filmed, and every morning my bus would drive past there, and they were filming. They had like all their t-shirts on with the Mr. Nice Guy in the back. Mad Spidey was there when they were filming the scene in the shopping center when he's cooking and throwing the food up to people. And
did he get on camera?
He claims he did, but I mean, I need to see it. I didn't see his face.
The best Jackie Chan movie.
Did the credit say Mad Spidey?
It sure did, yeah. Or Simo Jr. The best Jackie Chan movie is The Tuxedo. And it has nothing to do with Jackie
Jennifer
Chan.
Love Hewitt.
Yeah.
I was like,
I think I may watch that here in a minute. I'm going to watch it for exactly 2 minutes, and I know exactly where I'm going to watch it. That's a good movie.
Never seen a Jackie Chan movie.
Really?
Well, they're fun.
They're awesome, man.
I've never seen one, man.
Wow.
You should, if you ever start, man, start with Rumble in the Bronx.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If you ever get to watch one, that's a great one to start with.
Bronx. It's not filmed in the Bronx, by the way.
Just watch the scene. You know that fight scene when they're in the gang's hideout thing? You just got to watch one of those scenes and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I wouldn't mind watching more of this because that's fun.
Rumble in the Bronx was awesome.
Yeah, I remember when that was on bus posters and everything, and everyone was so pissed. Like, that's not the Bronx. Yeah, because it wasn't filmed in the Bronx. I was living in the Bronx at the time, and they were like, this is bull, man. How dare they make a movie with the Bronx and the title is not filmed in the Bronx? There's nothing, doesn't look anything like the Bronx. I'm like, yeah, well, there you go. Drunken Master.
Big got offended.
That was one of his early ones, wasn't it? Drunken
have you
Master.
seen the one with the twin dragons? I think it's called, where he's got the twin.
Yeah.
That's all. I saw that
Haven't
when I
seen
went
that
to like Hong Kong as a kid. I saw it at the cinema.
I remember, like, I think Jean-Claude Van Damme did a movie like that too, where he played twins.
Double Impact.
Double
Yeah.
penetration, I think it's called. Is that not it?
Yes, I remember that one.
That's close.
That's a good one, right? I remember that one. I don't remember Jean-Claude Van Damme being in it.
Yeah, I remember that one.
I think you might have had the wrong version.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was Jean-Claude Van Bang.
I think it was. You're right. Jean-Claude All Goddamn. Yeah, that was his name. Good stuff.
Yeah. It was really good. Really cool. Dude, you guys keep mentioning Jackie. I didn't know he made that many movies.
Oh God, Jackie Chan made an insane amount of movies.
Prolific.
Let's Google that because he's done more movies than most
He
people.
made a ton before he even became popular
Yeah.
in America.
Yeah,
too.
I think Rumble in the Bronx was his first American film. Before that, he was just all like.
It's funny because all those American films he did were still dubbed. Like,
Yeah.
even though they were in English, they were still dubbed, and they all look really.
Yeah. And most of the time in those movies, his name was Jackie in the movie.
Like Tom Cruise always goes by Jack in all his movies.
Yeah.
So
another good one was First Strike. I think that was right after Rumble in the Bronx.
So Jackie Chan has appeared in nearly 150 films, and Hialeah had never seen one.
Yeah.
You can't watch one of those 150 movies.
Yeah, but according to Mad Spidey, he's been in 27 films. So people lie on those things, is all I'm saying. Have you guys ever been in a movie?
No.
Or a TV show? Nothing?
No.
I auditioned for. I was supposed to be an extra in Queen of the Damned because I was filmed here. So they needed extras for like the concert scene. So they needed like punk and goth kids. So me and a group of friends went, and we all got the role, but the shooting dates was when I was in Queensland for school this week, so I didn't end up going. But all my friends are in it, and they got literal shots of them in the movie at the concert scene. But yeah, I missed out. I was spewing because back then was when I was still in my I want to be a filmmaker sort of phase. So it would have been a good thing to experience.
And you just went to school? That was the problem? You didn't
No. So we have a thing here called Schoolies Week. It's like when you finish school, a lot of people go up to Queensland and just get smashed.
So you went partying instead of being in a movie. What a dedicated film student you were. Whatever.
Man, I finished high school, man. I was going to party. I was all about partying.
So
Yo, what's up, Chicago?
Yeah, Highlight, just watch Rush Hour. They're perfect. That's
perfect.
That's the one.
Rush Hour films, man.
Chris Tucker. That's a good. Yeah,
I like Shanghai Noon.
Yeah, Shanghai Nights.
Oh yeah, that was good.
I think Rush Hour is
With,
probably
Owen Wilson.
I think the first Rush Hour is better, but I think the first Shanghai Noon is better than the second Rush Hour.
I think I've seen
I would
parts of
say
it.
so. Yeah.
I've seen parts of it. I haven't seen.
They got Shanghai Noon and they got Shanghai Nights, and Shanghai Nights was not as good as Shanghai Noon, but Rush Hour 2 wasn't as good as Rush Hour 1 either. So
I never did get around to watching Rush Hour 3.
Rush Hour 3 was not that good, but
not very good at all.
It's just, I mean, it's still kind of funny. It's just the same old stuff. It's like, when Austin Powers came out, first one was good, second one was okay, but by the time they got to the third one, you're like, man, you guys are still using the same jokes. This is not funny anymore.
You know what else too about Austin Powers? The first one is very original and unique, like you said. And they start using the same jokes over and over. But not only that, but it's almost like he lost the ability to be separate characters, and they were just all kind of blending. Which each movie that goes on, all the characters just start blending, and it doesn't matter as long as they could tell a joke. They didn't care if it fit the character or not. They just told the joke, and it was that's pretty crappy. The first one's the only one worth watching. And maybe the first 12 seconds of the second one because it has Elizabeth Hurley in it still.
Jackie Chan was in Cannonball Run. He was in
man.
He was in the car. He was in that.
He was one of the guy's friends. There's a part where they get him to cut the deck, like a deck of cards, I think. And he like karate chops it, and he karate chops the table in half.
This is the original Cannonball Run with Burt
I
Reynolds.
think it was the first
I
or
think
second
so.
one he was in. I think he was in one of them. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, so I've seen him then. I've seen those movies.
But that was like before he was like a Hollywood.
I'd say you've seen
superstar.
him other ways too. Did you ever watch the remake of The Karate Kid with Will Smith Jr. or whatever the heck his name is?
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, what about Kung Fu Panda?
He has like 2 lines in it. He's like one of the main characters. Has like 2 lines.
I might have seen Camp Fu
Your
Panda.
daughter should have been about the right age to watch a couple of those Panda movies.
One of the main ones I've watched with her. Yeah. Uh-huh. I don't remember him though.
He was Master Oogway, the turtle.
No, he wasn't a turtle. He was like a monkey.
How the hell do you
That's what
remember
I
that?
said.
How do
He
you
was.
remember
He was.
the turtle, bro? How many times did you watch that film?
Look, I got it wrong, so you can't even say that to me. I got it wrong. They're already correcting me. Whatever. You think I'm the guy with the knowledge? I've not been on YouTube 6 years. Let's talk to the man who's been on YouTube 6 years. What's the name of the monkey?
Jackson said it's time to
Jackie
wrap
Chan
up.
plays the monkey. What's his name?
I don't
Is it
remember,
Spanx? Is it
man.
Spanx the monkey?
I haven't seen that movie since
10
it
minutes.
came out. Probably
Spanx the monkey? Spanx, isn't it?
that sounds good enough for me.
Master
You know
Spanx?
who's a wait?
What's
you
up,
know who's
Jackson?
You know who's a legend who bloody he does a voice in Kung Fu Panda, but you know James Hong? He plays Lopan in
Oh yeah.
right? And he Seinfeld 4, that guy.
Oh yeah.
That guy is 96 years old and he's
Yeah.
still
Dude.
doing stuff. He's still
Wow.
doing movies.
I
That's
like
crazy.
I like all kind of movies, but I'm not I'm not crazy about action films, to be honest. I like
Really?
dramas, war films,
Did you say
Just-
war films?
war films. Yeah,
What about like you've never liked action movies?
not
Well,
maybe when I was in my teens in the '80s, like with
What about- Just as an example, what about Terminator 2? That was on last night.
yeah, that I like. Yeah, that I like.
Aliens?
I like the first one better.
Oh, okay, you're one of those guys. All right.
I like the first one better.
Where do you stand on Jingle All the Way?
That's the one with Arnold, right?
Yeah,
I
Turbo
never
Man.
one with Sinbad and all that.
no, Dak Prescott.
Sinbad, yeah, Sinbad.
I love that. Really?
Dak Prescott plays the postman in that. Yep.
Yeah, I love Predator. That one I love. The '80s ones I love. I was a teen back then, so I like those a lot more than.
All right. Well, what about Alien? Hey, what's a better movie, Alien or Aliens?
I saw Alien yesterday, so I'm going with Alien's my favorite one. I saw it yesterday again.
The second one. So yeah,
The first one.
First
first
one.
one. Okay.
The first one.
I like the Stadium Rock version, which is the second one.
No, the second one's great, but I prefer the first one. I like the build, and I like those. I was born a long time. I like the build up. Like I love the Andor. That's been one of my favorite shows because it was the build up, and
Is
it
it
was
called the back
Andor.
door? The back door?
Andor.
Ass door.
Andor.
Here's the
Oh,
funny
okay.
thing about Andor, right? I found I watched it, and obviously I'm more new to Star Wars, so for me, I just watched it. And it was what it was, but it was very slow. So I found a lot of people who say they love Star Wars said, "Oh, it was boring, it was real slow." And then there's the people who really like Star Wars, and they're like, "That was the best thing that's ever come out from Star Wars." I'm like, "Really?"
No.
Two opposites.
It's not the best thing, but it's one of the best things that have come out. Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but I got to admit it was freaking slow. Like I
It's
just
slow, but
because it
I like
started
those-
off really well.
yeah, I like those. I don't know. I like the build up.
The ones that are that slow puts my wife to sleep, and then I end up watching it by myself.
yeah,
So
yeah,
that's boring.
but I like it. Like The Shining. Have you guys? You like the guys like I love The Shining.
Oh yeah,
I've never
that's
seen
my
that whole
all-time
movie.
favorite horror movie, The Shining.
I freaking love The
That's fine.
Shining. The Thing.
That's my number one favorite.
I like The Thing. It's been a while since I've seen it, but John Carpenter stuff.
I've actually never seen the thing.
You've never seen that movie?
No.
The first, the 80, The Thing.
Carpenter version, because I think there's one before that, because it was already a remake, wasn't it?
It's I need to rewatch that one because it's been a good 10 years or more since I've seen that movie.
I movie and the soundtrack, the ominous soundtrack of it. Oh my god, it's great. Great film.
Hodor, hold the door.
Some Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones right there. Yeah, I got a Hodor doorstop. It was a 3D printed doorstop, and it doesn't work. It can't hold the door back because there's no rubber on it, so it just slides and scratches up your freaking floor. I got it at a con, but it's still cool.
The Thing is my favorite horror film. Sorry. But I'm not like I just watched a couple of weeks ago. I went to my cousin's house and we watched what's the Denzel Washington movie? The
Pacifier.
The Pacifier.
Yeah, the Pacifier.
The Pacifier.
I think you're thinking of Vin Diesel on that one.
He comes out in a onesie. He comes out in a onesie in that one.
Equalizer, that's right.
Yeah, the Equalizer. That's it.
Yeah.
I saw it for the first time, and I saw it for the first time like two weeks ago, and now they're coming out with. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You think you'll still be around in October, Russ? You think you're
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah. I think I'll stick it out.
You know something we
I
don't?
think I'll stick it out and make it.
All right.
Barring any catastrophe or pending zombie apocalypses, I should still be here.
Sounds like a plan.
We'll be kicking it. How's your diet going? I think you were at 213 the last I saw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good. You've been doing awesome, man. That's
Still working on it. Still planning on trying to get down to 199 before the end of the year.
Yeah, pretty soon it's just going to be a pair of socks on the scale.
Yeah. I want to see that under 200 mark, man. That'll be the first time since I was like 13 or something.
When are you gonna start hitting the weights, mate?
I've been doing that. I got a little set of 30-pound dumbbells. I can adjust them anywhere from 5 pounds to 30.
Okay.
good. You got to do that too.
You strap them to your ankles and run to the bathroom in the middle of the night when you have to pee.
No, I've been working on the biceps. I can't do too much with the right arm because this shoulder will just slide out and dislocate it. It'll just slide out and dislocate on its own sometimes. So I got to be more careful with the right shoulder than the left.
You got to switch it up some.
Yeah.
Maybe you should do some. But is it an injury or?
Yeah,
it's an injury. For years ago when I used to work construction with my brother, I fell off some scaffolding, and I got messed up pretty bad. And but ever since, this right shoulder will just dislocate, and I got to pop it back in.
How painful is that?
I've gotten pretty used to it over the years. It's not as bad as it was when it first started happening.
God, I've never dislocated or broken anything.
Yeah, that's like a nightmare. Like imagine looking over and your like arms just out of.
I sleep with my arms dislocated every night.
Really?
Yeah. No, really. I have a syndrome or whatever. So like,
yeah,
I'm serious. I quit. You don't believe me? You want to see it?
No, I don't want to see that.
Pull a lethal weapon and escape from a straitjacket by dislocating your shoulder.
All right, I get in a room.
Can we make him big? Can we make him big?
You don't want to see this big.
No.
I don't know.
He don't know how to do it. It's okay.
Okay.
It'll still be the same effect. All right, you ready?
Oh shit!
What the fuck?
Oh my god, man!
Fuck.
What? And
It is.
You're like one of the creatures from that movie, The Faculty. There,
It is.
What the fuck is that, bro?
just start running. Spider walking, man.
Dude, what the hell is that?
That's wild, dude.
It's a syndrome I have where like like all my joints and like my cartilage is elastic, so I can kind of stretch and bend around and get into kind of like
That's
what
a trip, man.
can do. You know, if I practiced, I could do more. But yeah, so I wake up and like my arms are all like like I use this one for a pillow most nights, and I just sleep like that most of the time. And it's just,
Hey,
take off your shit and do it.
not near mint. What's going on, dude?
$5 on my link. Go to my link tree. You
Yeah.
can see me do it for $5.
Simon, what's the most you could do? What is the most you guys could do your I can't do it more than this.
Oh, I can't. No, I can't do that, man. That hurts my shoulders. Just
When I was younger, I used to be able to go to the touch. Like, I don't think I can do that anymore. Like, that's about as close as I can get.
Bub's OnlyFans, right?
Oh wow!
That's one of the. That's how
He grabbed her.
That's how you
grabbed
keep
her
her.
with his elbows.
Wow. Bro, Russ, this. Look, we got
discovering hidden talents.
hidden talents. YouTube comic book beef from years ago. It's
Old beef.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
this is like an interview show. We're finding so much out about Bub. Oh my god.
Yeah, more than you ever wanted to know, I'm sure.
Dude. How do you do that? Can you do it with your legs?
Yes. Yes.
You can, huh?
It's not as impressive because most people can bend their legs back. I mean,
Russ. Next year's Heroes Con is gonna be freaking crazy. I gotta see this in person. Wow.
Mark your calendars.
y'all ain't right. Yeah.
Wow.
You're welcome.
What's Chaos saying one time?
I have to be careful because like sometimes I'll do stuff with my neck and it'll freak out my wife. She's like, don't do that. One day you're gonna die. Like she thinks it would be like, so I'll be like in the car and go like that or something. You know? And she'll be like, your head's gonna fall off, like it's gonna roll off one day, and then there I'll be with just you and your head on the floor. You go, no, it'll be all right.
Dude, you could be like the Elephant Man. You could do like sideshows if you were, back in the day. You could have been John Merrick. I am not an animal.
It's fun.
Oh my god.
It sounds like Not Near Mint knows some things.
Yeah, he thinks. Yeah. It works. It's all good stuff. But like I used to mess with people all the time. Like I used to stick my arm in my shirt and then pretend like I lost half my arm. Just be like that.
I can't picture how that doesn't like break your arm.
Sometimes I shave my nub to keep it smooth.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I used to do stuff like that when I was a kid. Play around.
Wow, dude, I'm in shock, dude. Wow. We have a sideshow freak with us, everybody. Oh my god.
Oh man.
Clip of him doing that.
Big fun.
And you've been since you were born, since you were a little kid, you've been able to do all that?
Yeah, it's 100% hereditary.
So who from?
My dad's side.
And your dad is able to, or did it skip him?
Well, like different people have it's affected differently, I guess. So like I'm the most continuously flexible of my family, but like my grandmother had it and she had real problems, like health problems, so it didn't work out very well for her. Like when my dad stands up, he stumbles because he's got like sea legs.
You're like that guy from the first X-Men that turns into jelly. Like,
Yeah, I'm just like Jelly Roll Man. You're right. I appreciate you, Raul. Like my son has it, and if he has any kids, they'll have it. My brother and sister have it to some degree, but I've been the most flexible of all of us. So
Dude, that's crazy. And you know how often that occurs? Or
our particular kind is more often, but goes undiagnosed. People don't know what it is. So, like other people have more obvious, like it's on the outside. Like some people's skin is like that, so it affects different parts.
Real elastic.
Yeah.
So I've never seen it in person. I've seen it, I think, on YouTube, and it's like they're elastic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people I've seen who can bend their, like they'll do this with their thumb, but this bit will go all the way back, like almost.
Yeah,
on
I can do that.
The back. You can do
I
that.
do that, but it kind of hurts. But yeah, like even naturally, I can already just bend it back without really even trying that hard.
A lot of people do this
pretty far back,
all the way back.
Yeah, I mean, I can get it pretty.
Yeah,
far
I can't do that.
Jesus Christ!
And like,
what's up, Sleepy Reader? Appreciate that, brother.
I don't know how much your fingers go back.
My thumb kind of goes back a little bit, but not like.
Look at Russ's. Look at Russ's. See,
but that's as far as it goes.
That's pretty good. But that's that same right hand you've been overusing.
Yeah. The other one don't go back quite as far.
Yeah. That one's just like it's been elongated somehow. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
That's repetitive use. That's the repetitive use.
Yeah.
It gets lonely in here, man. What you want?
I don't know. Thicker curtains for your windows. Probably your neighbors would chip in for that. You go to a Patreon in the yard, you know.
I've got blackout curtains.
Some sound dampening devices in there. Yeah. That was good. Oh man. Oh, Damien wishes you a happy 6th birthday. You look very mature for your age.
I've been told I looked old for a 6-year-old.
It's good. It's less chances of getting thrown in a van walking down the street. Yeah. Yeah.
I've pretty much been this size since I was 6 years old. Yeah.
Good Lord. I ask how tall? How tall am I?
Chaos reckons 6'2", 6'3", he reckons you are.
Yeah, that's right.
But
I stand up straight. I'm a lot taller if I stand up straight, which
Russ,
I never
you're
do.
about that too, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm 6'1". Bubs is taller than me.
But Russ is just, I mean, I assumed he was short. I mean,
really?
And people have said that.
Nah, because I knew Russ's, your dad was like a unit, wasn't he, Russ?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know that, but before I knew that, I assume everybody's short until I meet him. And then other people I don't. Like I thought Raul would be tall.
It's hard to tell on videos.
Raul can skate under a table and not hit his head.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a little stump, that Hialeah guy.
When me and Bob embraced, I was in his bosom, let's just say.
Yeah. Warren, wasn't it?
I think you took a photo with, was it Dustin maybe? And he looked really short compared to you.
Yeah, but Dustin's like legit Hobbit height.
Yeah.
He's really small. And his brother too. Like they're both fairly short. Now Nick's not as short as Dustin, but Nick and Hialeah are probably what are you, about 5'7", Hialeah?
I'm not no 5'7", bro.
All right, 5'6". I was trying to give you an inch. Why? A man tries to give another man an inch, and this is how he gets treated.
Bro, stop. Bro, I'm not that short.
I don't know. My dad's 5'10", and you're not as tall as he is.
I'm 5'10".
I'm 5'10". I'm 5'10".
You must have been wearing flats when we saw each other.
Maybe, yeah. No, I'm 5'10". I might be, on the way down. That might be it. So maybe I'm 5'9" now. But I used to be 5'10". I used to be 5'11". So
does that count your hat?
No. This is, I'm on the way down.
I remember one video. This is threw me out. Just when Bueller once did a video and he was talking about how he met Perry at a con. I couldn't believe he said this, but he was like, Perry was a lot fatter than I thought. And I was like, what? I was like, how did you just say that?
I remember that. I remember that when he said that.
Man.
I like to think I'm just as fat as people think I am. No more, no less. Right.
I appear tall in my videos because Mark is really short. So I remember a few people have commented, they're like, Simon, how tall are you, man? Because standing next to Mark, I look pretty big.
How tall are you, Simon?
I'm 5'10".
Okay, so we're about the same height.
But Hialeah is jacked, though. I mean, Simon looks like a expired egg roll or something. But Hialeah, Hialeah is jacked. Like and he looks more jacked in person than he does on TV, like or whatever this is. On YouTube, he looks, like an older man who's keeping it together. But in person, he looks like an older man who you don't want to mess with. Like he's that impressively cut.
That's why he wants to go to that dessert place, man. He can handle himself.
Yeah, he can handle the dessert too. He eats that and he just tough it out walking, and he's done shed 30 calories.
Have you actually gotten fitter, Hialeah, over the years? Like, are you more shredded now than you were when you did the Raging Hulk?
Yeah, I am.
He's been freaking retired, man. This guy's got nothing better to do than watch YouTube comic videos and work out.
I go to the gym. I've really gotten into it. This like it's going like on a year. I've really gotten into it. And now I'm taking stuff, and I go to the gym. I do the steps.
Taking stuff?
Yeah,
like protein, creatine, stuff like that.
Yeah,
I've never done steroids. I'm not that jacked, but I
not
feel
as far as you know.
I feel good.
If you grow a handlebar mustache and start saying "brother," you're taking something, man.
For 54, I feel great. For 54, I feel great.
Oh, I thought you were like 65. Oh, he doesn't look that good for his age.
No, it's not that bad.
I take it back.
Bring me back down. Bring me back down.
Yeah. But he's also like, I got to start working. I got my gym set up in the garage. I just put AC in it like a couple weeks ago because I was sweltering. I had to stop. I was only working out in the fall and the spring because it was too hot and too cold. So, and I'm gonna insulate it this. So it's gonna be a good workout. I had a big cheat day today, but I'm gonna get back in shape because, like Hialeah, if you don't mind me saying, Hialeah, both you and Steve have attractive wives.
Thank you very much.
I have an attractive wife,
yes,
and we could lose our wives if we don't if we don't do something. Just saying, they put up with us for ever so long, and then all of a sudden, some 5'7" jacked, Cuban comes walking down the street, and it's
That's what I'm scared.
I was like, yeah.
Dude, Andy Bonafide. I thought he was tall. He was a tall guy too.
Yeah.
It was great meeting him.
Yeah, it was cool meeting him at the con. That's the first time I ever saw him in person. Was at the con.
I'm so happy to meet him. It's been a long time.
I missed his booth.
Yeah, he was a cool dude. Really?
Yep.
Dude,
I picked up some cool books from him. Some really good stuff.
He was in the main speedway. Well, the second main, or maybe the main one, I guess. Yeah.
Well, which was it, Hialeah?
Okay, so if he's 5'11", he was taller than me, so I got to be 5'9".
That sounds about right.
Shrinking. I think I'm shrinking.
Yeah, and you were wearing your chanclas, so they were a little low.
I was wearing my, I had some rubber. So say it. Come on. I said rubber. Say something.
Hey, you're the one saying you were wearing your rubbers. I didn't say you were wearing your rubbers. It's fine. I don't know what you're, fluff it up a little. I mean, you were meeting a lot of people for the first time. You got to impress. Oh, that's great. Is that Peach Momoko?
That's Peach Moloko.
Oh, Peach Malacca. What's that?
Peach Moloko.
What's a Peach Malacca milk bar? Where have you been spending your nights? Good Lord.
Simon, you remember this, don't you? Simon, you remember this?
What is that?
That sounded weird though for people who have no context.
I have no context.
You remember this, don't you, Simon?
It was on Simon's Collectible Show and Tell.
You remember this?
Why is that just sitting on your desk? Like, why would that be in arm's reach of all the things you could have near you? Lord, there's a story I'm missing, and I'm okay with it. Is that a milk jug?
No. Yeah, have you ever seen a Clockwork Orange?
Yes.
The movie? Yeah.
Been a long time though.
It was a prop that Hialeah showed off on Simon's Collectible Show and Tell.
It's funny because I haven't seen it for so long, right? So Hialeah was filling me. Oh, it's Clockwork Orange. It's one of my favorite movies. And then I was like, oh, cool. I didn't know that because it's been so long. And then I don't know if you know.
Yeah, it's
my room. Yeah. I've got an actual.
I didn't make it through that whole movie when I was big into scary movies back in the day, and I rented that and I went to watch it. And I didn't get very far into it where I was like, nah,
I mean, that movie's
not watching this.
That's more than scary. That's sadistic. And that's where I kind of draw the line right there when it gets to be a little bit like glorifying.
So I've never seen the whole movie.
So, Simon, you say you have a poster of it?
Yeah, you commented on it a day later. I posted a video because when I do my toy videos, I do it and I've got all those posters on the wall. And I was doing the toy videos right in front of the Clockwork Orange one. You're like, oh, I like your poster. I was like, yeah, I know, right? I've always liked the I guess the look of Clockwork Orange and the Droogs and all that sort of stuff. I was always into that. I like things that pay homage to Clockwork Orange, but I haven't seen the movie since I was probably about 18, 19.
Which is the right age to see that movie.
Yeah, it'll fuck with you at that age. That's I think the same age I saw it. Look at me.
I liked weird.
Look at you. Where's that shirt from? What's the milk bar?
It's from Clockwork Orange.
Oh, is it? Okay.
When they drink the milk, they drink the drug laced milk that gets them all crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
I've got to check on an eBay auction right quick. I'll be right back.
Why do you have to leave for that?
Yeah, don't leave.
Because I'm using my phone. Yeah, I never did get a Chromebook, so I'm using my phone for streaming.
Can't you just change apps while this should stay open, shouldn't it?
I mean, it'll stay open, but I'm just gonna stop the cab for a second.
Right, next thing you know, the stream just ends.
Yeah, who knows what he's really going to do?
Nah, there's 14 minutes left. I need to make sure I get this book because it's part of the Dark Phoenix saga, and it's hopefully still pretty cheap.
You're gonna try to snipe.
Hey, we should bid against him and then give it to him as an AOK for a happy 6th anniversary.
What are you looking at?
He won't tell us. He's scared to buy it.
It's issue 133.
All right, I'm looking it up.
And it's an auction.
Yeah, all you got to do is put in X-Men 133 and then put ending soonest. And you should be able to find the one that's about 14 minutes left. There it is. Oh, yeah, that's a good deal. Hey, that's one of my favorite books. I'm going to bid on this. It is one of my favorite books. That's the first Wolverine solo story.
Yeah.
Even though that's cheating a little bit. It's the first Wolverine-focused story in X-Men.
Is that the 7.0, Russ?
Yes.
Yeah, it would have to be.
It's his first cover, solo cover as well, right?
28.
Yes, but he's on there with 10 other people, so I still have a hard time with that one.
You don't buy it.
If it was just him doing this, then yeah.
28 beards. There's a lot of people after it, Russ. It might be a tough one to get.
Yeah, that looks like the kind of book that's going to get sniped at about 125 last second.
Mate, the amount of times, like that Planet Comics. So someone in Australia now is selling that Dave Stevens. Right? It's the first time I've seen anyone in Australia selling it. $4.20 they've got it going for, just raw.
Oh my God.
And they offered it for $3.90. I was like, no, mate, not when I lost some slab versions for $250 on an auction. You know, so I'm just trying to be patient. And
what are you talking about? Which
the Dave Stevens, comic. The yellow one with the girls on the bike, space bike.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty famous.
I hope it don't go that high. I'm hoping to get real lucky and get it for under 100 because if it goes over, that's out of my budget.
It has a lot of people.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
It's already gone up.
yeah. I'm probably not going to get it for the price I want it, for the price I need to get it at.
And like, you know what's funny? You know who bought the last one that I was watching as well? I don't think that was an auction though. I know Simply Incredible bought one, and I'm positive he bought the one that I was watching. But on auction, a couple of times I've bid on it and just missed out by just that couple of dollars, and I'm just like, oh man.
How do you know it was Discovery? He showed it off later.
Well, because no, there was one that I was watching. I don't think it was an auction. I think it was just on there, and it was a pretty good price. But he showed, and then it got bought, and then not long after, I saw Simply Incredible post it, and it was the same grade. So I'm assuming. And he goes, "I just added this to the collection." I'm like, "Fuck!"
Yeah, I've been collecting the Dark Phoenix Saga all in slabs, and I have. I just got issue 130 today, and I've already got issue 131 on the way. I found a great deal on it.
I love that he's got the.
So I just need to. I just need to buy 132 and 133, and I'll have the complete storyline.
Simply Incredible got Will's Cup. So was Will selling it though on eBay?
What's the run, Russ?
It's the Dark Phoenix Saga.
I know that. What's the run of the numbers?
Oh, it starts with 129 and it goes to 138.
129 to 138.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got 131 on the way. It should be here by the end of this week. So I just need to secure 132 and 133.
Damn, you're knocking them out.
Yeah. Yeah, I started collecting it like almost 3 years ago. And I just been like taking my time and doing it slow. But
that's a long run. That's like 10 or 11 books. Damn.
10 issues, yeah. It's my all-time favorite X-Men storyline, though.
So
I've got the trade paperback. I read it probably once every couple months.
I've got 129. I've got 131. I've got 133. I've got 135. So I skip every other one, and then I have 138.
135 is actually my birthday book. It came out the year and month I was born.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
That's the one with that she's holding the.
Yeah, she's holding the X-Men sign, the trade dress.
The trade dress. That's it.
That's cool.
Yeah, Bonafide. I think it was because it was an 8.5 as well. So I found the one that I was watching, right? It was an 8.5. Now, the funny thing is, why I hesitated straight away is because you won't be able to tell because my camera sucks at zoom. Oh, there you go. You can't tell there, but can you see? It looks like a slight discoloration where their butts are. Can you see it? It's hard to tell. It's like a slight.
It looks
there's a
white.
slight discoloration. I just realized what it was. It's the reflection of his phone taking the photo. But that's what put me off. I wasn't sure. I couldn't tell if it was.
So you didn't buy it, or you can still buy it?
No, it's gone. It went for $220 US for an 8.5.
Bub, when did you get yours, man? That's a nice copy.
I got that from Kevin Taylor, Trophy Comics. He sent it to me from the UK. I bought it from him.
Wow.
I got outbid already.
I bought it. Yeah, it was already 9.4 graded, and I bought it from him. He sold it to me at like 40% market value because he was already giving me some books as an AOK, and he was like, "I've got this. If you want it, I'll sell it to you." I was like, "Yeah, I'll let me buy it." And I paid him as much as he would let me pay him, and I think I even threw a little extra in there for shipping just to help out. And but I already had a copy, but it was raw, and I would estimate it was probably about a 7.75. Wow. So it was definite. And I sold that for more than I paid for this. Wow. So I felt that was a good deal.
That's like one of his most covers, right?
Yeah, that was before I knew everybody was after that book. I mean, that book wasn't but that was just a year ago maybe I did that. And then when I sold it, everyone was like, "Oh, I want that book." I was like, I didn't know anybody was after that book. So
I think that same seller also has that Adam Hughes one that you've got, the homage to it.
Oh yeah. The Dirty Pair.
Yo, what's up, comics fan and Alex Big Blue? Didn't see you guys pop in.
Glitter. Chaos. Jackson.
Hey, somebody outbid me again already.
Are you
it's
bidding?
gonna be a tough one to get.
You're talking about
Yeah.
this one, right?
Oh man, wait till the end. Wait till the
Yeah,
end.
I got the trade, which is like a cropped version of that.
And it looks like also there's some dirt or something right there.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, there's a lot of dirt on her. Yeah.
Oh
I
wait,
see it.
it's the reflection of your laptop.
Oh, it's a reflection of my. Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Don't apologize. Don't apologize, Bob.
Yeah. I said don't apologize for the glare.
When I wait till the end, I always miss it because their max bid is like higher than the bid I put in usually.
Well, that's what I learned. That's what I've learned in auctions is if I'm there for those final moments, I always just try to outbid them by a little bit, and then I lose it. I need to go just for go for the kill and be like, you know what? I want this book $400.
Yeah.
I'm just scared.
If it goes over 100, I just gotta have to wait on another copy because I still haven't paid off issue 129 and 130 yet.
It's taking you what 3 years, and now you're just crazy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get because there's. I just found out today there's spec on the Dazzler book because of some stupid rumor about Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
So if some kind of stupid spec keeps me from completing the storyline, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Spec always dies off.
Yeah, it all does.
I've waited too long to complete this set.
Yeah, and I think that they'll sell more. Like I got more worried than you that they'll sell out of the Dazzler outfit. Like that'll happen before the book will sell out.
Probably.
Cosplayers will be like, I want to dress as Dazzler. Yeah, like a Swiftie. And boom, there you go. Hey.
Dazzler. We got 5 minutes. 4 minutes. Oh, dude, I hope you win this.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram, man. That's awesome. You got a 9.9 back. That was a beautiful book.
Wow.
Chaos.
Hey, you're welcome.
Oh, now we're in a countdown.
Oh, how much time is left on it?
It says 4 minutes, so it's probably
4
close to
minutes.
Does Bonafide not have a YouTube channel? I'm looking at it.
No, he doesn't. I thought he just shows up on he's been on Comic Girl. I don't think he's got a channel though, does he?
Well, he must if he's got a name like that.
Yeah, I don't know if he puts up a lot of content. I don't remember seeing on. I know he's on Instagram more.
Yeah, I know he's on Instagram, but weird.
Man, this collection is going to put me in severe credit card debt.
It just jumped. Was it always at 80? It was at 63, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was at 83 a second ago.
Wow.
Is it still 83?
Yeah, it just jumped up to that.
And it's got 11, or for me, it's got 11.45 shipping. For Russ, it might be lower. For Simon, it'd be $178.36 shipping.
Yeah. Yeah, the shipping is $11.45. It says.
See, for me, it's $13.40.
Oh wait, yeah, I'll show you what it is on mine now. Where to go? Shipping for me on it's gone up a lot, Russ.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. $35.80 US. But then on top of that, I'll need to pay another 10% import charge.
Oh no, that's where you get it.
Yeah, so
yeah, I'm probably going to have to let that one go and try to find a copy later on.
Yes, CJ, this is Liv.
What up?
Yo, Comic Journey.
Journey.
Oh, there you go.
2 minutes.
If everyone's wondering why we're so quiet, it's because Russ is trying to win a bid here, and we're on pins and needles. We're on the edge of our seats. Some of us may have soiled ourselves, and
maybe we should
the anticipation
whether or not Russ is going to get it because I'm doubting it. It just keeps going up, man.
If it goes over 100, I'm just going to have to let it go.
Have you already put your maximum bid in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody else just outbid me. The new high bid is 88. It says.
Oh, were you winning it a while ago?
Didn't you say your highest is 100?
Well, I haven't put in that as maximum yet. because if I can get by without going over 100, that would be fantastic.
That's what I just said. You need to just go for the kill if you really want this book. How bad do you want this book, Russ?
I mean, with a minute and a half to go, and your internet being what it is,
yeah,
I would. Just saying, I don't know if I'd mess around that close. I mean, there'll be people that try and snipe you in the last 3 seconds. There's no doubt.
64-page special with like
I don't know that you'll be that
last
guy.
5 seconds, and it'd be like it was sold 4 weeks ago. Oh no! Did Russ just freeze?
Yeah, have you ever had that happen too? Like you'll be on there and it'll be like I'll be like waiting to drop a snipe bid and then it'll all like go crazy and then it'll say, you know, auction ended 4 minutes ago. I'm like, how could that be?
yeah.
How is that
I hate
possible?
that.
Don't worry about us, Russ. You focus on you. You do you.
It's
This is
jumping.
the other reason why his thumb is stretched out.
Yeah, somebody's already went over 100, I think, because I just bid 98 and it said not good enough.
It's on 96 here at the
It
moment.
says,
Yeah.
it says 98
99.
because you got to go in $5 increments.
Man, it's been like
It says it says enter more than 100.
Yeah, quick, put 115. I put 116. 116
I'm
will
just gonna
get
have
it.
to let that one go.
But 116, 116 will get it.
Yeah, I'll
Bet
try
you,
to find it for
bet
under
you.
100 later.
116 will get it, man. It's pretty.
I know, but I still owe $200 on these 2 books total.
Never mind,
So
I'm wrong.
I'm already
It's already
$200. Yeah,
Oh, how do you
Yeah.
owe on a
Oh,
book?
125.
I bought them with my credit card, and I'm making
Oh,
payments.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm still $200 in debt from these 2 total that I got to pay off.
125.
125 plus
Yeah,
shipping.
that was that was too much for my blood. But I'm watching
Does it
a
have to be a
one.
7?
No, I don't care if it's a 4 or a 5.
But you do want it slabbed, right?
Yeah, I'm collecting the whole thing slabbed.
Okay.
I love
and
it.
But
does it
yeah,
have to be
grades
slabbed by-
don't matter to me.
Does it have to be CGC?
CGC would be preferable to my OCD because.
Imagine you just had one PGX.
Yeah. But yeah, as far as grades go, the lower that I usually go for as low as grade where the book still looks good. But I'm watching a 132 that it looks like I'll be able to get for like $75. So 132 I should be able to
133.
secure.
And what grade?
I need a 132 and a 133 to complete the set because
What's the-
131's already on the way.
What's the 130? What's the 132 grade that you're looking at?
Let me see. I think the one I was looking at was like a 6. I can't remember.
And I think the Dazzler is a 6, right, or a 6.5.
Let me see.
So you're trying to keep it to that 6 to like 8 range.
Yeah. I'm just trying to keep it within somewhat of my budget.
Here's a
Look,
purple
hold on.
label, 6.5 for
Watch list
126, but he'll take best offer. You might could get that down to 110 or so.
here. Yeah, for a purple label, man, I don't know. I'll definitely try to see. The 132 I'm watching is
Russ
it's an
has
8.0 for $85.
damn.
Our
Okay.
best offer, and the shipping is free on that one. So I'm trying to get that for 75, but he hasn't responded.
Russ has his standards, just like we all do.
Yes, but ours are based in reality.
Yes.
Russ is
Well,
just
I mean,
throwing
if
shit
I
out
wasn't
there,
based
see
in
what it
reality, I would be trying to get 9.8s, but
takes. Yeah.
it's like, I've got the lowest one I got was the 129 I got in a 6.0. But it's a great looking copy.
Which number? 149?
Yeah, that's the first Kitty Pride.
That's the best book of the run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so. It's the first Kitty Pryde, it's the first Hellfire Club, and it's the first Emma Frost.
I think it's the first Emma Frost. Yeah, but I picked that one. I think I got it for just 118. So I found a great deal on that one.
There's a 132 8.5 for 94 with free shipping.
Yeah, I saw that, and yeah, it's half a grade higher than the other one I was looking at.
CJ wants you to offer him $72 for that purple label.
Dude, that 132 for 85.
Normally I wouldn't. Yeah, normally I wouldn't mind purple labels if it was a single book. I would go for that because it's usually cheaper. But since it's like the whole set,
Yes.
I'd like to get them all blue label.
Yes, purple is restored, Jackson.
Yeah, Bonafide 131 is on the way. According to the shipping, I should get it by Thursday.
As
I
long
think
as you don't try and cash the check before then, right?
yeah. Yeah, I paid I got 131 for like $80. So I found a pretty good deal on it.
Russ, have you seen the 132 7.5?
I don't know if I saw that one or not.
That one's at a great price.
Really?
$45.
Do you guys ever
For
look
real?
at comics on Facebook Marketplace?
Yeah,
No, I've never bought anything on Facebook. I bought a few things on Instagram, but I never bought anything on Facebook.
Look at
What a couple like
132. Look up 132 7.5.
All right.
That's pretty good. $45 plus $11 shipping for me.
That's not bad.
7.5.
Is that an auction or is that a buy it now?
That's a buy it now, newsstand.
Oh wow, good
45
deal.
and like $11 shipping. That's not bad.
Did you say 132 or 133?
32.
32.
132.
Try and keep up, Russ, or we're kicking you off the stream.
He's on his phone. He can't even look.
I
He
know.
can't even look at the stream at the same time as what he's doing.
It's just so hard to navigate on this thing. Like, I need to be getting a laptop or a Chromebook or something, but
All right,
I'm in
now
debt
you
with these comics.
You guys will think I'm crazy here, okay? But there is a 132 7.0 being sold with a 137 8.5.
Yeah,
And it's only 130 plus shipping.
that's not bad because I don't
And it
have a
has
one.
make-
Oh yeah,
you
I've
don't
got
have-
137. Yeah.
Yeah, but it has make an offer. So you
Oh,
could,
really?
yeah, so you could make an offer for like, I don't know, 100, 110, see if he takes it, and then sell the 8.5 of the 137 and have enough to buy the. I'm exhausting myself.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yo, what's
mind
up,
stuff
Johnny?
isn't all
I didn't see you
cracked
pop
up to
in.
me, you guys.
And you
I
just-
actually thought about I've been thinking about selling my She-Hulk #1. It's a 9.6 just to pay off these other books and get out of debt.
Get a laptop first.
Yeah, what are you buying books? You need buy book devices.
Well, I figure as long as I keep going live on my phone here,
Yeah, but you know what's
I
gonna
can get
happen?
away
Boy,
without
isn't
having a
gonna meet
laptop.
dude from
You've
Facebook
been streaming
Marketplace
on your
tomorrow.
phone for 3 hours. Is your phone like overheated? Like, is it hot?
Nah, man, this phone is amazing. It was just a $50 LG phone. It's like 3 years old and it never overheats and the battery stays good.
The old good battery.
Those phones were great. I love my old LG.
Yeah, I hate that they quit making LGs, man.
They stopped making them. Yeah, they were really good
Yeah.
phones.
I'm probably going to jump off, Russ. I'm going to go make some food because I'm hungry. And
Yeah, I think
I didn't realize it was going 3 hours, man. I
Someone's
guess I'll
cooking
just
with Simon. Let's get cooking with Simon going. What are you having?
yeah.
He froze up. He's so tore up. He's so hungry.
it's time for bed. I need to see my wife for a little while. I gotta keep her.
You
her.
gotta keep her.
I
You
missed
gotta
all
do
that.
your
Everything-
curls. You gotta do
Yes.
your curls, and you gotta make your visits.
I
Yes,
don't
you
know what
gotta.
happens.
All right, guys. Russ, congratulations. Bob, it's always
I
a
appreciate that, brother.
What happened? Everything went black for a second. I said, "Hey guys, I'm going to jump off," and then everything went black. What happened? What happened?
You froze, man.
Yeah, you went blacked out like you
Yeah.
used to.
big good,
Are
guys.
you gonna keep going, Russ, for a bit, or?
No, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it here because I didn't realize it was about to hit the 3 hour mark. I didn't know I was going that long.
right.
So I guess I'll end the stream. You guys got anything you want to promote right quick?
I think I just hit 1,500 subs today.
Oh yeah, awesome, man.
Yeah, I know. It's a slow burn.
Don't say it yet. Are you just on 1,500 or are you past 1,500?
Pretty sure I'm just on 1,500.
Oh, well, you better just watch what you say because tomorrow you might be on 14.99 again.
Well, I'm not saying it on my channel. I'm saying it on Russ's channel.
That's it.
Next year, then no one's still watching. What the hell are you? I'm not worried about it. It's like I haven't even said it at all. So anyway, I'm either at 1,500 or I'm real close to 1,500. So when I get a little bit of a buffer, 5 or 10, then I'll probably do a big 1,500 subscriber bash with no giveaways. Nobody's getting crap.
All right.
I might do a giveaway. If I think of something to give away, I might do a giveaway.
Is it worldwide?
I don't selectively worldwide. If someone wins that I know and I like, then maybe. Then I'll send you something. But if I don't know you and I don't like you, you might get a gift card or something to a place that you can't afford to shop at. Yeah, we'll figure something out. But yeah, so I'll probably do something for that whenever. Yeah, give away nothing to. That's what I say. I give away. I haven't done a giveaway. I think of my 200 subscriber or something, maybe 300 was the last time I did a giveaway.
What do you mean? It was your 1,000
birds. Did I do a 1,000?
Yeah, that's what the queue was.
Either way, that was years ago.
Yeah,
I've been at over 1,000 subs for years. I believe it. It's all good.
I remember Gray Man did a no prize giveaway one time.
yeah, heaps of entries too.
Yeah.
What a bum.
What's up? You got anything coming up, Simon?
I've got plenty, but just go watch my toy vlog, my toy fair video that I dropped yesterday, this morning.
All right.
It was.
Yeah.
That's it.
Earlier today, I dropped the unboxing of issue 130.
Oh,
and I've got a no, no. I didn't drop it like Comic Head 84 drop slabs.
That's old
I
school.
dropped the video.
He's barely doing anything these days too.
Yeah. And I did a kind of a what if Hulk versus Doomsday type video. And later this week, I should be doing an unboxing of issue 131.
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
Yeah. According to the tracking, I should get it before the end of this week. And yeah, that's pretty much it for my channel. Like I said earlier, I am back on Patreon for some reason. Probably won't pan out. And my merch store is still available. I don't know why that's still open. If anybody wants something with my face on it, you can go. You can go to Redbubble and pick it up.
It's the only place you can.
Oh yeah, Simon.
My face on it.
Yeah, that's right. I do have some Simply Super merch on my Redbubble store too. So if you want me and Simon on your shower curtain, go buy it.
Oh yeah. There's some poor kid in a third world country sitting in a dark room all by himself, getting fed old bread, who's just waiting for you guys to request a T-shirt from Russ. Poor, he got the Russ detail. Like that's his main client. He's sitting there, got nothing to do. So order your merch today.
All
right, and I'll catch you guys later. Keep it 9,000. Awkward silence for 10 minutes while I figured out how to end the stream on the phone.
I'll end it for you.
There we go.